Give esteem, honor, and praise to the Most High Yahuwah by Hashem Yahweh. Let me get that quickly. Proverbs chapter 5, absolutely. Proverbs 5 and 9. Proverbs 5 and 9. I said I mentioned this to y'all the other day, but we last night. Well, I mentioned it to y'all this morning because it hit my head. You all right? They gonna get to know you today. They gonna say who that girl is with that hefty young man and all that. He's a big boy.
He 11 months, so he proportional, right?
I don't know.
11?
A year old.
He should be one next month.
I don't know how big a baby supposed to be. I really got some time to him. All right, go ahead, man. 5 and 9. Yeah.
Proverbs 5, verse 9.
Go ahead.
Let thou give thy honor to another, and thy years unto the cruel.
So don't give your years unto the cruel. Why would you sit back and you say, who would you look at would be considered to be cruel? The adversary, but I'm talking about who though. We're going to have to hit that law, right? What that is. Exodus chapter 1, verse 13. We done looked at Pharaoh as being who? The devil. Now let's sit back and look at it. He said, don't give your years to the cruel now, because he sat back and he told you something that we looked at last evening, and which was what?
Is it Exodus 1:13?
Yeah, tell me what that say. What he told him was this.
Exodus 1.
This is what he told him, right? What did he tell him? He said, don't you sit back and listen to no strange woman. You know, Pharaoh was trying to tell you what? I don't know nothing about no Yahuwah. So sit your stinking butt down somewhere. Come around here and learn about Necro. That's one of their gods, ain't it?
I don't know.
That's at least one of their pharaohs' name was Necro. You know, the pharaohs are representative of the gods in their culture. You know what I'm saying? Come learn about Osiris and Horus and what's that nigga? The jackal head dog, Anubis.
Anubis.
Yeah, that's his name, Anubis. You know what I'm saying? Anubis, Anubis, either way, sound like ain't no school.
It say the Egyptians made the children of Yasharal serve with rigor. And they made
You serve with what?
Rigor. And they made their life.
So we look at it, he say all manner of the field. When you look at Adam, he was taken from the dust of the ground of the field. So that's carnality. I'm God, you serving your flesh. You know what I'm saying? You just looked at that. Get Ephesians 5 and 17, man. You serving your flesh. You serving the field, you serving your flesh. I know y'all was thinking about the parable of the soil when he say there's good seed and there's bad seed and the good seed. No, you look at that field, that means you serving the earth. That man told you they Elohim is they belly, they mind earthly things. You serve the field, you serve the world, you serve the flesh, you serve death. That's why he say you better not listen to that strange woman. It sound real. Satan come, you make it sound real good too. Look how he came at the master, man. I give you all that right there. Sound good, don't it? Real good, don't it? You going to hell though. You know what I'm saying? That's why you sat back, we were looking at that last night. People come flattering you, make it sound real good, real. You know, I love you, girl. You're good looking, and I'm going to do this for you, and I'm going to do that for you. And you're going to go to hell too. You know what I'm saying? You always got to look at this here, man. I told y'all this before, I tell you again. If somebody come appealing to your flesh first and your spirit second, that's the devil. I don't care how good you think they are. I don't care how nice you think they are. They come flesh first, that's the devil. Yahuwah don't come to satisfy your flesh first. Because as soon as he going to come to resist your flesh, and you might probably going to resist him because your flesh don't want to die. If a nigga come with what you want and what you like, that is Satan. I don't care how much you like him. I don't care how much you love him. I wouldn't care who it was, your mammy, your grandpappy, cousin, children, and all. That's the devil. We looked at that last night. So you say everything that be a man and not an Elohim. That's the devil. Take it how you want to take it. I don't care who's seen it. I don't care who heard it, don't like it. Take it up with you, or you the one going to hell. Go ahead.
Whether be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the master is. Be not drunk with wine.
Galatians 5:17. You're supposed to know that, man. Yahuwah come to satisfy the ruach, not the flesh. That's the first sign you're supposed to know. Nigga come telling you about your flesh. You know what I'm saying? That's what they come to satisfy first. It's the devil, man. When you look at how he came at the master, he ain't come with nothing spiritual. He said, boy, I know you're hungry, boy. Turn these stones into bread, my nigga. I know you can do it. You know what I'm saying? Look at, boy, I got all these kingdoms for you, man. I give you all that. You know what I'm saying? So nigga come, girl, you know, I do this here for you now. I'll do this here for you now. That's the devil. He ain't coming telling you like this here. Hey, I got something for you. What you got for me? This right here. Satisfy you in the inward, man. Average women be like this here. No, nigga, I'm trying to do this over here, man. I ain't trying to hear what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? The average dude, all he looking at is she got a big behind. Boy, I don't care what she got going on. And you gonna go to hell messing with her, dude. Go ahead. Because you know, men see the difference. I'm gonna tell you this. See, men are visual creatures. So they go by what they see. You know what I'm saying? A woman's visual, but she more wants to know what's inside of you. You know what I'm talking about? So that man, she look good though, bro. I think I can win her over. Yeah, you going to hell. You dumb. You know what I'm saying? You just trying to slide something. Go ahead.
Galatians 5:17. For the flesh lusts against the ruach,
Oh man.
and the ruach against the flesh.
Oh man.
These are contrary to one
Contrary.
another, so that you cannot do the things that you would.
No, you can't do it. What he say after that?
If you be led of the ruach, you
Not
are
under the-
not under the law.
You ain't under death. When we say under the law, that's Genesis 3:19. You're not under death. Come on.
Now the works of the flesh are manifest.
And what are
which
those
these:
works?
Adultery,
That's the work of the field right there. Go ahead.
fornication,
And that's the work of the field right there.
uncleanliness,
And that's the work of the field right there. Because I guarantee you, you go roll around the field, I bet you be dirty when you're done. Go ahead.
lasciviousness,
Oh, that's lust right there. You think that's of the field? That's of the earth. That's not on high. Come on.
idolatry,
Oh, man, we know that's the work of the field. Come on.
witchcraft.
Oh, boy, we just heard that. You know what witchcraft is, ain't it? That rebellion right there. You bucking the word. Go ahead.
Hatred,
Oh, man.
variance,
Oh, man, now you want to be contrary. Because that's what variance means. That's to be purposely, I'm just going to be contrary. Come on.
emulations,
Oh, now you want to try to do some more contrary stuff. Come on, what else they like to do?
wrath,
Oh, they get angry a lot too. You know, they say anger rests in the bosom of a fool. Come on.
strife,
Strife.
sedition,
Oh, you like to tall separation.
heresies,
Oh, you like to tell lies. And he said, your damnation slumbereth not and it linger not. I'm going to come see you. All this here is the work of the field, and this is what Satan got you serving. Now your life is bitter. And they go, look, mine. That's the work of the field right there.
Sit down.
Come on, come
Envious.
on. Envy. Look,
Work.
mine.
Passed up.
He said, I don't mess with you like that, cuz, except on Tuesdays and Thursdays. He said, it ain't Thursday, though. He said, if it was Thursday, I'd come holler at you. So you about a day late in the dollar show. No, Mike, man, go holler at Corey, man. Go holler at Corey, man.
What's up, man?
It's like that sometimes.
He looking at him like it ain't Thursday. Because I meant that. Go ahead. Yeah, you can get that chair right now. For Lee. Huh? See, Lee sitting down here inside. She pulled it up. So check it, right? Read that Exodus 1 more time. Read that Exodus. We're gonna work our way to Ezekiel 28, ain't but 325. 320. I got time. I got a lot of time. I got about 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? Read it. Come on with it, man. Read that Exodus 1 for me one more time, man. So you have to sit back and look at that in all seriousness, all jokes aside, right? If you serve in the flesh, that's bitterness. And when you look at more people who serve the flesh, they can claim that they happy, but inwardly, they got a whole thing of peanut butter.
Nah, they're Pringles, man.
Indeed. So what? I ain't saying. Blind for years.
Well, those Pringles are highly cancerous. Just throw that out.
That's what you said. I
They
think
are?
trouble just tell me that earlier.
What about Rice Krispies?
But then we look on the back, they got Hebrew on it.
They got kosher.
Rice
Because it's
Krispies?
kosher don't mean it ain't dangerous.
I say mono,
I be eating everything else. I'm working on it, I promise.
I get it, man. I do the thing. They got everything.
Okay.
They got pork in it. They got
That's true.
seafood in it.
That's Rice Krispie treats.
Cell phone was highly
I
cancerous
just
too.
bought one.
I agree.
Oh, Rice Krispie, it's got marshmallows, it's got
Cell
marshmallows.
phone's like a microwave, so it increases.
Remember the lesson. Y'all talk about that later.
We
got Exodus 1.
I don't think it's there.
Where's the garbage?
You like marshmallows?
I thought you had it.
I'm just saying, like, I think they got marshmallows.
They got marshmallows out.
Back up with the can.
Me? I'm just making a guess. Come on with it.
Think about it.
Exodus chapter 1, verse 13.
S'mores. Come on.
And the Egyptians made the children of Yasharah to serve with rigor.
This is what Satan calls you to do, is serve with rigor. See, that's like this here, why people don't understand. Like I say, man, I just stated, right? You got all these people out here in the world that they claim that they happy. But I guarantee you, when they lay down at night and they go to sleep, they not happy. How you happy and you sleeping with any and everybody, male or female? How you really happy? Because every day you like to say, yeah, boy, I hit this hole, but at the end of the day, you go home, you alone, though. You know what I'm saying? You don't really trust none of these women that you're sleeping with. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you got most people, they make a lot of money, they don't really be happy because you know how they spend the rest of their life doing? Protecting it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm worried about somebody who's going to come and try to take it. And I ain't talking about necessarily robbing. Like they were talking about how many black billionaires it is in America. And dude was like, you know, I was finna say Robert Johnson. And he said, you know what? He got a divorce. She got half. Because you know, most people get a lot of money, they don't even want to get divorced. They be like, man, it's cheaper to keep it, man. Screw it, I can't do it. I wouldn't even say that, because most of us ain't worth no $400-500 million, $10, $20, $30 million. And you got to turn around and get this woman half. Now, that's not necessarily like that in the state of Florida, because the state of Florida is an equitable distribution state. Which meaning if you set it up right, she leave what she came with. If you got a good enough lawyer. See, then you got other states that's community property, like California. That's why a lot of women like to get married in California. She get half. It don't matter. Like they said, like they'll cut the cutoff. Like if you came in with $10 million when you met her, they might not touch that 10. Now if you made about 50 or 60 after you married her, yeah, you might have to break it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I learned that when I went and got my real estate license. That's what type of state it is. Most people don't know that. Most people just assume you get divorced, you get half. No, I know the laws of the state you're in. Every state is different.
Have you signed a prenup?
A prenup, then that's a contractual agreement before. I'm gonna tell you like this here, if you gotta get a prenup before you marry her, she ain't the one for you. Cause you already setting it up that she gonna leave. If I'm already setting up you for the deal, what I'm marrying you for? You don't even go into no marriage in the event it don't work. You know what I'm saying? That's if you in the word now. If you in the now, if I was in the world though, yeah, boy, I got about 100. Oh, you gotta sign this here, baby. I guarantee you can't skate up out of here with half of this here. Boy, if you ain't help. The only way that's not permissible is if you help me build it. Now, if you help me build it, all right, I ain't even mad. You ain't help me build it. You just slid around here. Oh no. Oh no, you gonna leave with everything you came with, man. Y'all ain't never seen that video we talking about. I seen her walking in the rain. He told her go ahead and pack them bags up. You know what I'm saying? You gonna leave here everything you came with. You know what I'm saying? You may say you messing with this slew foot nigga on the block. Nah, ain't no more Gucci for you. Ain't no more none of that. You ain't go back to your mama house with that same bag you came here with. And truth be told, that's what Yahuwah did to us. He put us up out of here. You leave with everything you came here with, and you came here with nothing. So you don't take nothing from up out of here. Not a well, not a fruit, not a vineyard, not an olive tree, not nothing. Get your stinking, no good butt up out of here. No garments. But bookie naked. You know, some of y'all people done told you that I'm finna put you out. So you gonna take them drawers off now. You ain't pay for it. Who, ain't none of y'all people ever told you that? Talking about I'm finna run away. You make sure you leave them clothes behind. Because you ain't pay for none of it. So I'm gonna give you them shoes back too. You bought them? My homeboy said daddy did him like that one time. Bought him a car. Said the nigga was acting up. He took him. How he gonna do that? He gave it to me. Nigga, he ain't gave you nothing. You ain't pay for it. I'm gonna take that when he get ready. That's how Yahuwah feel. I'll take mine when I get ready. It ain't yours. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. Come at that Proverbs 5. We good.
Sit back.
You just gotta remember that there. You serve the field, you serve the flesh, you're gonna serve bitter. That's a bitter life. You know, somebody that's bitter is the opposite of being happy. Most people who don't like the way their life go, they real bitter, they angry, they just hate everybody. That's how a sinner is. They bitter. So you know what they want you to do? Be a sinner, be bitter with me. You know what I'm saying? Be bitter with me. Shoot, I'm going to hell. Why don't you join me? Because I don't like the heat, man. I like it kind of cool, kind of temperate. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Where you start at Proverbs 5? Let them know where you start at.
We're at Proverbs 5 and
That's a mean peanut butter jelly sandwich you got there, man. All right with me, cuz.
Yeah.
I can have some, man. I got my own, so what? Go ahead.
all right. Yeah. Who started?
We was at about 5 and 9.
Oh yeah, 9. All right. We at 10.
Go ahead.
Proverbs 5:10. Let strangers be filled with thy wealth, and thy laborers be in the house of a stranger.
So now you're laboring in the house of a stranger. See, that's what we kind of hit with last night, right? Now you're laboring with Babylon, with that whore. Now you're laboring with her. How you going to be in the house of a stranger? See, that goes back to what he was talking about in 2 Chronicles 33. You're serving like the heathen, serving strange gods, gods whom you knew not. We don't know no beast. I don't know this nigga. Who is this nigga? He didn't appear to my fathers. Who is he? Now you serving in his house. Go ahead.
It say, and thou mourn at the last.
Oh, now you're sad.
When thy flesh and thy body are consumed.
Now let's get that Luke 17. Is that Luke 17 or is it Luke 16? Get Luke 16. He said you're going to mourn in the end. What it is, 16 by 25? Tell me what that say, man. You know what we want. Oh, Abraham bosom. Now you mourning at the last.
Luke 16, 25.
What it say?
But Abraham said, son, remember that.
Back me up to 22 then.
22. And it came to pass that the beggar died
The beggar died.
and was carried by angels.
Well, back it up to where it started at so we can hear how this nigga mourning at the last.
19. There was a certain rich man
I can hear.
which was clothed in purple and fine linen and fared sumptuously every day. There was a certain beggar named Eleazar,
A certain beggar.
or Lazarus, which was laid at his gate full of sores,
He had a lot of sores on him too.
and desired to be fed with the crumbs which fell from the rich man's table. Moreover, the dogs came and licked his sores, and it came to pass that the beggar died and was
That's kind of
carried.
rough. Dog coming licking on you. You don't even do nothing.
And the
I'd be
beggar,
hot you.
and the beggar died
Keep
and was
that nigga
carried by
mind.
the angels into Abraham's bosom.
In Abraham's bosom.
The rich man also died and was buried.
You know what that means? He's talking about Abraham's bosom, the exalted father's chest and his heart. That would mean you be dwelling in the master and the master be dwelling in you, because that's where he at. Go ahead.
And in Sheol he lifted up his eyes
He lift up his eyes in hell
in torments,
and torment.
and he see Abraham afar.
You notice the son, right? See, he was living in a strange person. How he was doing his thing. Now he finna get ready to mourn. Look what he finna tell.
He saw Lazarus afar, Abraham afar off, and Lazarus in his bosom. And he cried and said, Father Abraham, have mercy on me. And send Lazarus that he may dip the tip of his finger in water and cool my tongue.
Cool my tongue. You know what I'm saying? Because he say, boy, you know they'll be weeping and gnashing of teeth. They mourn. Why you think your master kept telling you they'll be weeping? They'll be mourning. They'll be crying. You done served in the house of a stranger. You've been serving the devil. It's over with for you. Go ahead.
I am tormented in this flame. But Abraham said, Son, remember that in your lifetime receives your good things. And
He said,
likewise,
didn't it just say, why would you give your riches to another? You done got all these good, Satan done gave you all this good stuff, man. You got to hit people wise. You know, that's crazy that dudes make songs about sleeping with somebody else's old lady. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't talking about no rap songs either. What we were just talking about yesterday with Riot, right?
Sorry.
Nigga got a song about getting on cocaine. Nigga, white lines. Free bass. Y'all know about Curtis Mayfield. That's what he said though, on the record. This is an R&B song from the 70s. This nigga said, talking about nigga, come get the coke from me, nigga. I ain't even talking about Curtis Mayfield, because this nigga say, I'm your brother, I'm your daddy, I'm the nigga in the alley. That nigga say, I got your coke, I got your weed. This is literal trap music. This nigga's literally talking about standing on 110th Street in Harlem, selling coke. Selling heroin. And guess what they were doing in the 70s? Ride around. I'm your put nigga ain't sold no dope, ain't seen no dope. Nigga, this nigga white lines, man. Nigga, look, cause some of y'all know it if you watch BET Uncut back in the day. When a nigga had that song to my white girls running through my mind. That's where he got the song from, was that white lines. This nigga's talking about selling niggas coke. He's telling nigga whether you snort it, shoot it, free base it, I got it. He's saying, boy, that's gonna be your bliss and joy. You ain't gonna want nothing else but the cocaine I got. Sell your soul. More than gold. And niggas had a nerve, and older people had a nerve to talk about these niggas records right now. Y'all know about Mrs. Jones. We got a thing going on. That man sing about sleeping with another nigga's wife. This nigga say, who making noise with your old lady?
Oh, whoa.
He say, why you out in the street making love? So this nigga say, why you cheating on your wife, somebody around us, she cheating on you. Come on, man.
That's not tight.
That's not.
Well, everybody love Isley Brothers song. This nigga talking about between the sheets. That nigga wasn't talking about his wife. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know that. Come on, man. Everybody know about Clarence Carter. You know about Clarence Carter? You don't know about Clarence Carter? Oh. And they say I be stroking. They say that's what I be doing. And he say he out here horn. That's what he say he doing. But what I'm talking about is how people gonna sit back and say, oh, see that music went downhill back in the day in y'all time when they was on the same type of time.
Oh yeah, everybody know about
They was on the same type of time. I'm talking about they made sin sound real good.
Yeah, it's like smooth words.
You know what I'm talking about? Come on, man. Rick James around here talking about he want that nasty, that gushy stuff. Why he tying niggas up? Burning them alive.
Why you gotta hit the service?
You know what I'm saying? But the point of what I'm talking about is how these people come to get you to serve your flesh right along with it. I told you a long time ago, man, I was in the store with my homeboy. Two people were behind us, a woman and a man. She heard that boys the men, I'll make love to your whole mood change. She was ready to have sex right then and there. You seen it in her body language and in her eyes. Right on the spot as soon as she heard the record. But music has that ability to do that because it usually equates to memories. It ain't even necessarily the song. It's what you was doing and who you was doing it with when you were listening to it.
That's what I said when the Pretty Ricky album came out.
I don't know about that.
When Pretty Ricky, everybody lost their virginity.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
I was at Landmark Middle School.
I went to
Everybody lost their virginity.
No, I say during our time, they lost their virginity messing around with Joseph.
Oh yeah.
In our time, they mess around with Joseph. They talking about, you know, forever my lady, all this stuff. All the girls came back to school carrying the baby. You know what I'm saying? Pregnant in high school. You know what I'm saying? You know how wicked the world is? 16 and pregnant, and niggas sit there and watch it. You know what I'm talking about? And you know what the word part is? They clown y'all. I'm talking about you Hebrew women when I was young, for y'all being 14, 15, 16 years old having a baby. Threw them all through Mr. Charlie daughter up there. That's the thing to be. Ain't nothing wrong, ain't no shame, girl. You know, you got a family support. You was a slut just like the rest of them then. If my women a slut, yours a slut too. Ain't no respect of person. That's how I look at it. If my daughter's a slut, then what your daughter is then? You know, they got mad at Jamie Foxx for saying that about whatever that stinking slut white woman girl name is. Whatever. One thing Hannah Montana, that one. What her name is? Yeah, he said something about her about being a whore. Yeah. And they made him take it back. And Jay Leno said something to him at the time, like, you better watch your mouth. I ain't gonna watch nothing. Your daughter's a whore, your daughter's a whore. How my daughter a whore and yours ain't? Can't nothing because she Hannah Montana. She know Hannah Montana. They say that's a lie right there. She's not wholesome. She living a double life. Go ahead. Keep reading that Luke 16 though. But I'm talking about that mourning. See, I mentioned all that there because you know what? You getting everything that you want. See, the world got everything. You want to appease your flesh, you can appease it. You want some money, you can get it. Whatever you want, you feeling real good, but you gonna mourn at the end. See, it was all great when you were getting what the world. That's why he told you don't love the world, neither the things in the world, because the love of the world is the lust of the flesh and the pride of life. And everybody who love the world, the love of Abba ain't in them. Ain't nowhere in the world you love you who are pleasing your flesh. How is that possible? That man's not flesh, he ruach. Come on with it now. That's why I be tripping. Is it a sin to masturbate? Is it a sin to do this here? Well, you figure it out then, nigga. We gonna have kids in the kingdom. All right. You wait on it. Go ahead. Type of nigga gonna have sex when God sitting right. I told you that other day. This type of nigga like that. God sitting right here talking about yourself. Well, I'm gonna knock her down, boy. Bunch of wives. And the Most High sitting there looking at him like, boy, that boy getting off. That's how them niggas gotta be thinking, cause he gonna be right there.
That just sound like the Muslim 70 version.
But then he gonna be right there though. You know what I'm saying? That's how, I'm putting it that way for you to understand how dumb that sounds. That Yahusha sitting right there looking at the son, boy, that nigga's getting off. Nasty bastard. You know what I'm talking about, and he got Sam. See, my son got Sam wide, boy. He goes strong too. He get all 7 of them in one day. That's who shoot? Talking about them like this here, boy. Nigga don't fool where them niggas can't deal. Them niggas ain't got the stamina for one. Talking about Sam. Nasty nigga, man. You know that corner. Just sit back and think about it. Why if you sit back and you got eternal life, right? Because if you got eternal life, you got this man eternal ruach inside of you. And you going to be dwelling with him. Why is sex on your mind? Of all the things that can get into your mind by dwelling with your living Elohim, and you think about going in a woman's vagina, this what's in your mind. You ain't thinking, boy, I get to be with my maker. Ain't no heat here, because ain't no need of the sun. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the midst of the garden. I can see my ancestors, the ones who birthed the covenant. You think about that, boy, I'm going to get CMY, I'm going to knock them home. Die!
Bro. It's like, okay, where are my wives?
Go ahead.
Where are my wives?
You sitting there looking, we done resurrected, where my wife at?
They teach that.
Let them niggas teach that. We going to be little boys. Come on. Yeah. Some of them niggas want little boys. That's what they looking for when they get up. Well, how them niggas talk about Hebrew women? Some of them make me think them niggas want boys. Well, I don't see how you got a mama and a daughter and all this here talk about a woman like that. You must like Buddha. How them niggas be talking?
Yeah, what verse you at?
I'm gonna let that be known. Some of y'all know I ain't lying. The nigga woman this and the nigga, bro, I'm telling you, bro, I just seen niggas posting where a woman say, man, if that nigga can't take care of you and ain't trying to take care of you, don't marry. And them niggas went to calling that woman all types of female dog and all types of this stuff about the black man being oppressed in America. Nigga, what do you mean? Word or no word, how could you feel comfortable with your old lady taking care of you?
Cause you looking for a mama now.
You know what I'm saying? How could you feel comfortable knowing your wife got up and went to work and you talking about, see, I'm dropping these scriptures on Facebook, baby, so I'm putting it in work. So you go ahead and pay this rent, because I'm doing the Lord's work. Ain't that what it means? Say?
They do this, got these precepts there.
See, I got these precepts for you. They say, PA, the landlord more than the precept, nigga. You know what I'm saying? He want a receipt. You know what I'm saying? He want a money order, a cashier's check. You know what I'm saying? What is your baby gonna do with this precept you got? Cause that nigga so hungry.
Man, should I live by bread alone?
I know it. Like this here. Hey, but your son looking at you like this here though. You infidel. Come on. Cause I'm telling you, nigga breaking the law. Didn't Yahuwah feed you?
Every time.
Didn't he clothe you?
Every time.
Did he give you a house to stay in? So when you don't take care of your own, y'all don't go to hell, cause he did it. That's what the book say. It ain't what I say. I'm just dead serious though. Cause you got to like men, how the nigga talk about, how could you get mad at a woman saying, I require you to take care of me?
But they don't like Hebrew women. They like them strange.
No, them niggas, they like some strange. Go ahead. Niggas like some strange. Strange orifices. Come on.
Yeah, Luke 16:25. But Abraham said, son, remember that in your lifetime received you good things.
You got good things.
Likewise, Lazarus.
See, I'm gonna say what y'all ain't gonna say. Watch yourself, little man.
But now he is comforted and you are tormented.
You are tormented.
And beside all of this, between us and you, there is a great gulf fixed.
A separation. So what character in the picture graph will be representative of this great gulf pitch? Separation. Go ahead.
It's so that they which would pass from hence to you cannot.
Revelation 14.
Neither can they pass to us that will come from thence.
See, guess what? If you done passed from death to life, you ain't supposed to be going back to death. See, those that are in death can never come to life because they dwell in it and they want to stay in it. Come on.
It says, then he said, I pray you therefore, Father, that you would send him to my father's house, where I have 5 brethren, that he may testify to them, lest they also come into the
Listen what he
same
tell
point.
you. Just listen what he tell you. He say, man, how about you send me to go tell him you don't want to come here. Listen what he tell you. Go ahead. Listen what he tell you.
Abraham said unto him, they have Mosiah and the prophets, let them hear them.
Yeah, they got the book. They got the book. Go ahead.
And he said, nay, Father Abraham, but if one went unto them from the dead, they would repent.
He said if somebody came from the dead, they'll surely listen. What did he say?
And he said unto them, if they hear not Mosiah and the prophets, neither will they be persuaded through one who rose from the dead.
Ain't nobody, guess what? And that goes with everything. That's what I would tell you, man. It don't matter how you come out. If they ain't gonna hear the book, they ain't gonna hear nothing. I don't care if you put it in the movie. I don't care if you put it in a song. I don't care if you write pictures. I don't care what it is. If they ain't gonna hear what's in here, they not gonna hear it. Because he say faith come by hearing and hearing come by the word. That man just told, you would think if somebody resurrected from the dead, say, boy, look at me. Boy, I've been burning, boy. You don't want to go in there. You know what more nigga gonna do? Shoot, nigga, that's you. I'm finna go smoke this weed, though.
He know my phone.
You know what I'm saying? Now that's your savior telling you that, boy, if they ain't gonna hear the book, they ain't gonna hear nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's why I be telling y'all that, boy, they gotta hear what the words say. Nothing else is going to persuade them. You might get them for a little bit, but it's not gonna hold them. Because they gotta hear what the book say. That's where your faith is rooted at. We'll see that when we look at one of these words. Revelation, make it Revelation 13 and 5 first, and you can get 14 the next. See, you know what's happening? See, you got all that wealth, you got all that good feeling. Remember when the beast coming, he said you ain't gonna be able to buy and sell without it. 13 and 5. You ain't gonna be able to buy and sell without it. Which means you're not gonna be able to appease your flesh and get the thing that you like. So automatically people see buy and sell and you automatically thinking about food. He didn't say nothing about food, he just said you ain't gonna be able to buy and sell. If you selling stuff, what you doing? You getting money, right? So that means you're gonna have to turn your over and give your labors unto another. You're not gonna be able to move in the consort of my economic system unless you serve me. Go ahead.
Revelation 13, verse 5.
What did it say?
And there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies. And power was given unto him to continue 42 months. And he opened his mouth in blasphemy against Elohim, to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle and them that dwell in Shamaim.
So remember, before he does all that, he got to speak these smooth words. That's smoother than oil. You know what I'm talking about? Drop that honeycomb on you. That strange woman, he got to drop a little bit of word on you. See, you know, everybody like to say that, see, the devil knows scripts too. He know them, but he don't put them together to cause you to understand if you actually sit back. He just throw them out there. He just throw them out there. You know what I'm saying? That's what is different, right? You sit back and look at, okay, you were talking to Captain Stupid and his married men, and you look at the rest of them niggas. Them niggas really don't throw precepts together. Them niggas throw one out there, talk to you about it for about 20 minutes, throw another one out there, talk to you about 20 minutes, throw another one out there. See, they do a little bit more than the Christians do. See, a Christian will hit you with one, talk to you for an hour and dip. You know what I'm saying? If they throw one. You know what I'm saying? Now, a Hebrew, what they'll do is they'll try to see, since they know that it's supposed to be precept on precept, line on line, they try to like barrage it. Ha 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 ha. But when you actually sit back and look, niggas, ain't none of this what you said even went together. Because you know why? Because they wager because you believe he's a Hebrew and you know you a Hebrew that he's not going to lie to you. You know what I'm saying? When you dumb, when Acts 17 say, we search the scriptures daily to see if them things are so. You know what I'm saying? You know like this here. They know, he know. I done told you that from day one. Ain't it? Yeah, don't believe me for nothing. That's dead real now. They tell you that. Day one, don't believe me for nothing. What you gonna believe me for? If you sit here and just believe me because I told it to you, you ought to go to hell for being stupid. You supposed to check behind me. I ain't ashamed. You know what I'm saying? 1 John say, test the Ruach, see if it's Elohim. I don't care nothing about you asking me no question about what I just said. I'm gonna go right back in the book and show it to you. Have I ever hesitated to answer any question y'all mad about this book? For what? You know why you don't hesitate to answer? Because you deceiving somebody. So you don't want them to know. You know what I'm saying? That's what them niggas do. When you test them niggas on their faulty doctrine, them niggas get mad. Ain't them niggas got mad when we was out there? See, right now, see, brother, see, you coming with pride, but see, hell is a condition. See, it's a condition, but it's not a place. You show them it's a place. See, brother, you got a demon on you. What we told that nigga, boy, you ain't having no sex and no king, and that nigga got mad. See, you wicked, brother. See, I'm trying to bring you back in the fold, brother. You the elect. Nigga say all you been elected to do is to be an idiot.
Well, my last name Jackson.
That nigga say my last name Jackson. See, Jacksonville. So you tempted the Jackson named after Andrew Jackson, a murderer.
And it's probably a slave owner.
Slave owner.
That's all he said.
I'm Jack's son.
Jack's my father.
Yeah, he Jack's son, all right.
He from Philly too.
Yeah.
He from Philly.
Okay,
So he
where
got
you
to be
from?
a descendant of Andrew.
Yeah, he's Jack's son, all right. Cause I didn't say I got plenty of hoes. He didn't say what it was got to be a low grade in caliber.
That's what Andrew Jack said.
Looking at that nigga talking about you got plenty of hoes. What that mean? Nigga ain't nothing to pick up a scallywag, nigga. How many of them are of quality though? You know what I'm talking about? Nigga, you ain't got no quality woman walking, cause ain't no woman with 3/4 of a brain would talk to you.
You said 3?
3/4 of a brain. Matter of fact, let's brush that down. 1/5 of a brain. Matter of fact, let's bring it 1/8 of a brain. If she got some semblance of intelligence, she gonna look at this nigga like this here. Cause he one of them niggas like this here. See, sister, I'm doing the work, see. So you go work them 60 hours a week. Bro, that nigga told me his old lady left him because she wanted a marriage license. He told me this like 3-4 years ago. She left me, bro. See, she was a wicked woman because she wanted some documentation. Because she wanted your John Hancock on a covenant. You know what I'm talking about? But all he wanted to do was smash something. You know that coming, you know, what it is.
I know where it comes from.
Yeah.
It's just never really.
Yeah, that's what they say when they say, somebody say, let me get you John Hancock. Let me get your signature. Go ahead. Yeah, drop the verse 12.
It say, and he exercises all power of the first beast before him, and causes the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed.
Go ahead. See, again, you know this deadly wound healed. What is he doing?
Mimicking.
He gonna be mimicking the master, because he had a deadly wound, and it was healed. See, we went over this before. Remember that's in Jeremiah 30. I heal you of your diseases. You ain't had no mollifying ointments. In Isaiah, he tell you all this here. The master took a deadly wound. Remember, he was wounded for your transgressions. That was a deadly wound. Yahuwah raised him from the dead. That means it was healed. This nigga's going to try to come do the same. You know how many people going to go for that? Boy, I seen him when he got killed. Nigga got up 3 days later. That's the one. I knew he wasn't real. Them most stupid Hebrew niggas over there talking about the whole book about him.
So when he come back, what they go try to set up a resurrection and all that.
Now, not gonna set it up. It's literally gonna happen like that.
So they gonna beat him and all that, and he go.
He gonna that it doesn't state what they gonna do to him. but he's going to take a deadly wound and he's going to get up.
He's got an imposter identity theft.
You got to understand something. Satan is not original. So everything he does, he copies. That way, if he copies the framework of what's true, what's the best way to get somebody to fall for a lie but to closely align it with the truth? See, if it's directly different from the truth, then you're going to see the difference. Therefore, you're not going to fall for it. You know what I'm saying? But if it's just enough truth, you got to sit back and look at how he came at Eve in the garden. He dropped some truth on her, then hit her with the lie. You know what I'm saying? It looked like the truth, it smelled like the truth, but it don't taste like the truth.
If it's bitter,
That's why he coming, dropping like a honeycomb. It looked like the truth, it smelled like the truth, but it's not going to taste like it when you actually put your rod in it and eat it. Your eyes are not going to be enlightened. They're actually going to be shut. Go ahead.
We had
13. Look for the 13. Boy got hit. Ain't like nobody.
and deceiveth them that dwell on earth by the means of those miracles which he had the power to do.
Again, those miracles, what is the
That's how they
miracles
be.
he copying? He copying what Elijah did. He's copying your Elohim. So if you don't know your Elohim, then he gonna get you. See, everybody looking for a microchip. Ain't no microchip coming close. Everybody looking for another temple to be built. That's not what's coming. You know what I'm saying? Build a temple for what? They got temples all over the place. Go ahead.
It said he will, by the means of the miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on earth that they should make an image of the beast, to which had the wound by a sword and did live.
That's good. Read 14 and 8. Then we know what? You start worshiping the image of the beast. He said you're going to mourn at the last. Because you understand something? When you go serve another God, you get served. Whatever power you serve, you're giving yourself to it. So all the riches and all your labor, you're giving that to. Because labor is service. You're giving yourself over to that. You serve Jesus, that's giving all your labor and your power to it. You serve Allah, you're giving all your labor and your power to it. You serve Buddha, you're giving all your labor and your power to it. Krishna, whomever you serve, that's who you get. That's why he say, to whom you yield your member service, to whom you obey. So that's where your labor and your riches and your honor gonna go. Go ahead. Revelation 14.
14:8.
We already had. I guess we don't see it on this. No, go ahead.
There followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen. Is fallen,
Confusion is falling.
that great city,
That great city.
because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
Remember we talked about that. That's that cup of these abominable doctrines, these abominable teachings. You drunk from this cup now. Go ahead.
And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead, mark in his forehead and his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Elohim, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. He shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the set apart Malachim, in the presence of the Lamb.
Go back to Proverbs chapter 5. You don't think they're going to be mourning while they burning? Now see, we didn't read the verse before that about verse 6, but go ahead and read verse 6 though, in Revelation 14. Listen what he tells.
And I saw another Malachim fly in the midst of Shemaim.
And what did he say?
The everlasting Besor, the priest.
So he had the gospel, he had the word. And what did he do with it?
To them that dwell on the earth and in every nation, kindred, tongue, and people,
This
saying with a loud voice,
what did he say?
fear Elohim,
And do what?
give esteem to him,
And what else?
for the hour of his judgment is come, and worship him that made Shemaim and Eretz, and the sea, and the fountains.
So labor for him and do what he tell you to do, right? Because if he got the everlasting gospel, the everlasting before, he got the teachings of the word. Let's see what Proverbs chapter 5 say. See, now they done gave themselves over their mourning, right? Because I'm telling you now, whoever you serve, you're giving all your honor and esteem to it. You're giving yourself over to that. You give yourself over to the flesh and sin and death. You're serving Satan. You know, everybody say, see, that's the Catholic Church. Man, screw the Catholic Church. Niggas idolatry going all around this earth before the Catholic Church was on the scene. Ain't nothing new under the sun. They ain't doing nothing but serving the gods of Babylon, which is serving the gods of Egypt, which is serving Satan.
Start from there.
You want Proverbs?
Yeah.
We have Proverbs 5,
And 10.
11.
Go ahead.
And thou mourn at the last when thy flesh and thy body are consumed.
You just see how he said your flesh and body will consume? This man tell you, but what? Listen to the next thing he tell you before we
And
translate.
say, how have I hated instruction,
I hated instruction.
and my
And
heart despises reproof.
what was he trying to tell him in 14 and 6? listen to this book, but you hated instruction and you despise correction. And what did he say after that?
And have not obeyed the voice of my teachers, nor inclined my ear to them that instructed.
He said, I did not obey the voice of my teachers. And we know Ephesians say, I gave some apostles and some prophets and some evangelists and some pastors and some teachers for the edifying of the body. Because he said, he that despiseth not man but Elohim. So you didn't want to hear your teachers, therefore you ought to burn. And then just read verse 15 just on general principle.
Drink waters out of thy own cistern, and running waters out of thy own well.
Stick to your own God. Why serve another? Ezekiel 28. He just let you know something. Ooh, that was strong. There he is. Look at you, look at they got you all in the face too. Say ain't nothing but milk bread, auntie. That's all it is. It's little milk bread. Ain't never killed nobody. Ezekiel 28:1.
The word of Yahuwah came again unto me, saying,
What did it say?
Son of man,
What?
say unto the prince of Tyrus,
Say to the who? The ruler of Tyrus.
thus says the master Yahuwah.
Now some of this stuff we just gonna go by remembrance because we done went over this before. Loosely. But then at the same time, some of y'all weren't present. Because I think the first time we did it was 2013. Go ahead.
Because your heart is lifted up.
Your heart is what?
Lifted up. And you have said, I am Elohim.
Hold on. Now how about? Now they say, see, that's the devil right there. Ain't that what they say? That's it. Because they say, see, his heart's lifted up. Well, let's see why his heart would be lifted up. Because it say the ruler of Tyrus. Hold on. He say, read that again, that part right there again.
Say unto the prince of Tyrus, thus says the master Yahuwah, because your heart is lifted up.
And what?
And you have said, I am Elohim.
I am Elohim.
I sit in the seat of Elohim.
I sit in the seat of Elohim.
In the midst of the seas.
In the midst of the people.
Yet you are a man.
You are a man.
And not Elohim.
And not Elohim.
Thou you set your heart as the heart of Elohim.
Okay, let's sit back and look at it then. John chapter 10, verse 25.
John chapter 10.
John 10 and 25, right? This is what it tell you now.
And Yahushua answered them, I told you, and ye believe not. The works that I do in my Father's name, they bear witness of me. But ye believe not, because ye are not my sheep, as I said unto you. My sheep hear my voice, and I know them.
And I know them.
And they follow me.
And they follow me.
And I give unto them eternal life, and they shall never perish, neither shall any man pluck them out of my hand.
Go ahead.
My Father which gave them to me is greater than all, and no man is able to pluck them out of my Father's hand.
Go ahead.
I and my Father are God, are one. And the Yahudim took stones again to stone him. And Yahushua answered them, many good works have I showed you from my Father. For which of those works do you stone me?
What did he say? What did the people say, I should say?
And the Yahudim answered, saying, for a good work we stone thee not, but for blasphemy. And because that thou being a man makest thyself Elohim.
He sat back right there. He said he's sitting in the, now how do we sit back and say he's sitting in the seat of Elohim, right? So how does the master sit in his seat? Knowing the law, you should know this. We shouldn't even have to go pull nothing out. You should already know. He said he'd be sitting like he was in the seat of Elohim, right? So how is the master sitting in the seat of Elohim according to the law? Somebody here ought to know. I should not have to go pull one single solitary precept because every man in here should know. Except for him. And him.
What was the direct
And possibly
question?
you.
What was the direct question?
How is he sitting in the seat of Elohim? What is it to sit in the seat of Elohim?
To rule Elohim with Jacob wrestling with the angel.
So to sit in the seat of Elohim would be Yasharal. The rule is Elohim, right? So then how is this man sitting in the seat of Elohim though he be a man then?
He's doing the will of the Father.
That's too general.
Filled with his rule.
That's too general. Go ahead and give me Matthew chapter 9 then. Somebody get Exodus 34.
I said because even the seas listen to this nigga.
That is good.
Come.
See what I'm talking about?
What did he say?
Seeds listen to this man.
Come.
Matter of fact, you didn't get it. You want to know how? What does Exodus 34 tell you? Yahuwah Elohim, abundant of goodness and truth, forgiving sin and iniquity of thousands. What did that man turn around and do when he thought your sins are forgiven? He didn't say, you blaspheme, for thou being a man, how you forgive sin? I'm sitting in the seat of Elohim right there. I'm forgiving sins. I'm sitting in the seat of Elohim. I told the wind, be easy. We easy. I told the seeds, be easy. We easy. Who else can do that? You know what I'm saying? Who got the power to condemn and save? Nobody but Elohim got that. He's sitting in his seat. You could get John 5:23 though. Make it 5 and 16.
He told that tree to die.
Look at that fig tree and cursed it. Who else got power to do that? That's dominion and rule and authority. So when you sit in the seat of Elohim, that means I have the power of Elohim. Who else can do that? You know what I'm saying? But he was a man though. But he was sitting in the seat of Elohim because these people asking these questions. Who gave you the authority to do this? You know what I'm saying? You just said this woman's sins were forgiven. Nigga, who is you? That's when he turned around and told her. I'm referring to Luke chapter 7 now. That's when he turned around and told her. She said, see, you don't love much. That's why I ain't much forgiving with you. She loved a lot.
And he's the partner when he fixed the man's eyes with the clay.
You know what I'm saying? You got to sit back. He's sitting in his seat. So when you see seat of Elohim, you're supposed to automatically think, Yasharal, I have power to rule as Elohim. So that means everything his father do, he do. Let's see if John 5:16 back it up. So how is that the devil? Where is the devil ever say he's sitting in the seat of Elohim? You ain't got, I know they ain't got them. They got some rocks. They been smoking. Some coke they been sniffing. Come on.
John chapter 5, verse 6. And therefore did the Yahudim persecute Yahushua and sought to slay him because he had done these things on the Shabbat. And Yahushua answered them, my Father worketh hitherto, and I work.
He's telling right now, I'm sitting in his seat. Come on.
Therefore the Yahudim sought the more to kill him.
Why?
Because he had not only broken the Shabbat,
What
but
else did he do?
also that Elohim was his father, making himself equal to Elohim.
I'm sitting in his seat then. And what he tell him after that?
Verily, verily, I say unto you,
Truly,
the Son of Man can do nothing of himself,
I can't do nothing of myself.
but what he seeth the Father do. And what things soever he doeth, these
That goes
also
again to
doeth
what I
the
was
Son
telling
of
y'all
Man.
last night. You know, I can't do nothing but what my daddy showed me. I'm not doing this on my own. Moses said the same thing in Numbers 16. He said, yeah, if I did this of my own will, then let Yahuwah approve it. I ain't out here doing these works of my own mind. What you think? I just got all this skill and ability? I'm just that smart? I have a speech impediment. Go ahead.
For the Father loveth the Son and showeth him all things that himself doeth.
So he's sitting in his seat.
And he will show him greater works than these,
All
that
right.
ye may marvel.
Now let's sit back and go back to Ezekiel 28 right now. You see that? That's not Satan. Because where's a precept that say Satan say he's sitting in the seat of Elohim? You know what they say? Right there in Ezekiel. No, they say right there in Ezekiel. Yeah, that really figured it out for me. Come on.
He said,
Ezekiel 28.
it said, verse 2, Son of man. Now let's go to verse 3. Behold, you are wiser than Daniel.
Wiser than Daniel.
There is no secret that they can hide from you.
Whoa, 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 whoa. So now Satan's wiser than Daniel? Well, let's look at Son of Daniel chapter 1 and let's see how Daniel is described. Because it just said that Satan is wise. If this is Satan, then Satan's wiser than Daniel. Daniel 1 and what? 3? Let's see what that says.
That wouldn't line up with the word.
That ain't gonna line up with common sense, would it?
Is this devil shall no power?
And he say, no secret gonna be held from thee. So you mean to tell me the hidden things, Satan know all that? Because we can look and see what a master was reading, knew these people's thoughts, right?
That's why he answered them the way he did.
No secret can be hid from him. You know what else secret thing? Psalm 17 talking about your secret faults. Well, all that stuff getting exposed in the end. He said, I'm going to give a man according to his work. So you thought you were around here doing this stuff and wouldn't nobody know? And no secrets held from me. Why? Because Ezekiel tell you, my eyes are upon all the ways of the children of Yasharal. He said in Ezekiel, every thought that come into your mind, I know it. They thought they could hide themselves from the master. They couldn't hide from it. But this is the devil though. Come on.
Daniel 1.
Yeah, give me verse 3.
I'll read it.
And the king spoke to Ashpenaz, the master of the eunuchs, that he should bring a certain of the children of Yasharal and of the king's seed and of the princes.
Of the princes.
Children of whom was no blemish,
No blemish.
but well favored,
Well favored.
skillful in all wisdom and cunning in knowledge,
What? Skillful in knowledge?
and understanding science. And such had ability in them to stand in the king's palace.
So this the devil. So Satan got the ability to stand in the king's palace.
And whom they might teach.
Because he said, you wiser than Daniel. Now, he didn't mention Daniel in Matthew chapter 10, but he said a wiser than Solomon is here, because he said Solomon was wiser than everybody. Now, we're not going to go into great detail, but you know Daniel was the one they went to get to decipher these dreams. They said we couldn't get, there was nobody in the realm of Babylon that was wiser than Daniel. And you going to tell me Satan is wiser than Daniel when the book just said this man was well favored and had no blemish? And Satan is the father of lies? That sounds like a blemish to me.
Talking good evil and evil good.
Yeah, we're going to get Isaiah 5 and 20 because he said no, he said the master said that he was wiser than Solomon. No,
but
I'm saying
no man was wiser than.
what I'm saying is that he said he wiser than Daniel. He didn't mention, what I'm saying is the master didn't mention Daniel. He said Solomon was wiser than every man. Ezekiel is saying that this man is wiser than Daniel. So if Solomon is wiser than him, and Yahushua say I'm wiser than Solomon, then how is the devil on par with Solomon and Daniel? I guarantee you, if we went to holler at Captain Stupid and his married men, they'll tell you this the devil.
What's up? Let's pull up.
Why you keep looking
I got a headache. And it's going to be this big after I get finished talking.
I've got some juice there, man.
Oh yeah, you couldn't talk. You couldn't say your voices go.
It hurt me though. It hurt me
He's
though.
like, yeah, man, it's just how you talk.
Them niggas know, man. Man, look here, man. Oh, Mr. Jackson. Man, I done crashed that nigga on General Principle numerous a day. When them niggas see I'm gonna tell you how them niggas did it, just so y'all know. See, them niggas he seen me, he didn't want to say nothing to me. See, he took the whole nigga out. See, he was throwing little subliminals while we were standing out there.
Yeah, he kept going at Troy.
No, he was getting at me. See, this is where we even cut the cameras on.
Nah, he came at, I was the first one he came at.
No, but I'm talking about before we cut the cameras on. The nigga was doing, he was doing that. I'm already knowing what you doing, nigga. I'm from Duval County. I'm not a fool, nigga. I know what you're doing.
Sorry. Give up.
See, if you ain't out here preaching the truth, brother, you doing this. This whole nigga, if you got something to say, nigga, say it. I'm standing right here, nigga. I'm standing right here, nigga. If you got something you want to say to me, nigga, say it. I'm standing right here, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I don't respect that, nigga. I'm standing right here. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. So what he did is I walked off to get the cord from him. And that's when he said something to him. You know what I'm saying? See, what a nigga like to do when he see me, them niggas like to close up shop. See the reason why they like to close up shop? Y'all niggas got that water whip, but we got that drop. And you know you ain't finna sell nothing out here. See, ain't none of y'all ain't no hustle for. If your product better than somebody else, niggas get off the block. Nigga, them niggas go down the street. Nigga, if we over here on 21st, boy, them niggas going down there on 30. Cause we ain't finna make nothing out here. Nigga, this stuff trash. Nigga, they gonna put it in your ear, the whole hitter gonna bust. They gonna be like, well, I know what I should have went around there to the boy across the street. You know what I'm talking about? Some of y'all done bought a bag of weed from a new nigga on the block like, boy, I should have bought that bag from that nigga right there.
Garbage.
My head pounded.
Highly upset.
Highly upset. Oh, that shit the cop from this nigga.
Didn't happen often. But when it
You
did,
know what? Because you want to try a nigga out. Man, holler at me, bro. I'm out here, bro. You say, I'm gonna cop one from you, nigga.
I'm gonna holler at you.
You like this here, man. Gonna pull that Mike Epps when they do this one here. You gonna be out here all night. That's what nigga gonna do. Come on.
Get it out.
It says that there's no secret they can hide from you, verse 4. With your wisdom and with your understanding, you have gotten riches.
Your wisdom, and we done went over this before. You notice how we looked at Proverbs 5 and it said, don't give your riches to somebody else? What is the riches of Elohim? I just said it because she struck. She didn't strike it with authority. 2 Corinthians 8.
No, let's go love tell.
I just said she didn't strike it with authority. I just would try to enhance the strike. Didn't work.
You trying to get her attention.
it's gotta be wood and shit. It's gotta be wood. It's gotta
Taylor
be
say whatever it is, she stopped it though. That's how she stopped it. 2 Corinthians 8 and 8.
Put the water on.
Hold on, before we go any further, what are the riches of Elohim? Because he say by your wisdom and understanding, you got riches. What do we look at what wisdom is? That's skill in war, right? Understanding is insight. So what are these riches?
The fruits of the spirit.
But see, the fruits of the spirit are the byproduct.
Eternal.
You know what I'm saying? So what is the riches that Yahushua came to give you? Ruach is one of them. Go ahead, read that 2 Corinthians 8 and 8. Listen what it tell you now.
2 Corinthians 8 and 8.
I speak not by commandment, but by occasion of the forwardness of others, and to prove the sincerity of your love. For ye know the grace of our Master Yahushua.
He say, you see how he say, I don't speak by commandment, but the opportunity is for you to prove how sincerely you love the man. You know what I'm saying? Listen to what he tell you after that.
Though he was rich, yet for your sakes he became poor, that ye through his poverty might be rich.
Now how he say for your sake, he was rich, so that means you know what this is? The dominion, the rule. Everything that's of Elohim, that pertains to Elohim, I set that to the side and made myself poor so you can get it. You got to remember this here, right? He's actually quoting Proverbs 13, I think about verse 7. He said, there's a man that maketh himself poor, yet have great riches. And there's a man that maketh himself rich, yet have nothing. And that takes us right back to what we looked in Luke 16. Because that rich man had great riches, yet he was poor. And that poor man had nothing, yet he was rich. Because he had the riches of Elohim, he had eternal life, he had the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? So through that understanding and wisdom, now you're made rich. Through the understanding, because of the skillfulness in war, because of, it says right there, Ecclesiastes 12 and 13, hear the end of the conclusion of the matter. Fear Elohim and keep his commandment. Yahushua feared him. Hebrews chapters 5 tell you, he said he was heard and that he feared. So through his fear or that wisdom and through his understanding, because he opened up the scriptures to cause you to understand them, he got the riches back. He was able to impart them riches unto you. Satan does not have the ability. What riches did Satan get? You know, Satan's not really talked about a lot of this book. Not as much as people like to make him seem. You know what I'm saying? He's mentioned in Genesis 3. He's mentioned when he tempted David. He's mentioned when in Job. He's mentioned a few times. He's mentioned more in the Gospels than anywhere.
Yeah. And Zephaniah.
Yeah, he's mentioned it in Zechariah chapter 3. You know what I'm saying? But he doesn't have a great detailed story. Like people that try to make it seem he's a bit player. He's mentioned in 1 Kings 22, he's a bit player. That's it. He's just an actor.
That's all I'm looking at.
You know what I'm saying? He's a F-list actor. That's what he is. F-list. What it means is, you know what I'm saying? He get to get on the bottom of the barrel reality shows. His reality shows on the blog, on blog TV or something.
That nigga on commercial with no words.
You know what I'm saying?
He's the voiceover.
You know how many people just smile.
He's a hand model. I didn't say he a hand model. You didn't say he the nigga on the.
Now you see it, now you know.
But seriously though, he plays a small role. He doesn't have that big of a role. His role and objective is to get you to go astray. But as far as what's written in his text, he doesn't have that big of a story. He's not that important. The importance for us to know is his devices, so we not ignorant of them, so you don't fall for them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think people like to say he had a high role in heaven or something.
Ain't got no book for that. Everybody say, see, he was the angel over music. Where that's written
Everybody
at?
say that. They get on my nerves.
Where is that at in the book? Like, where did you get that from? You know where you got it from? I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna use a better word. I ain't gonna say that. I'm gonna say, Mr. Charlie told you that. A Gentile, a Caucasian told you he was the angel over music in heaven. That's where you get that from.
Prince of the air.
Mr. Crack.
You know what I'm saying? Now the book say he the prince of the air.
That's what they use.
Yeah, the airways of the
He controls sound.
But we know all that is that's suggestion.
First there was sound.
That's just suggestion. Because you say prince of air, when you look at air, what is that? Breath.
I'll be leave it alone.
Words. He's got rulership over that. He's got rulership of the earth, of the flesh, the things that kill. That's all he got dominion over. He got dominion over sin. He ain't got dominion over nothing else. That's why he told you that the son had to come to take that dominion from him. Satan had dominion over death.
Worthless.
You know what I'm saying? That's why he's called. That's why when you look at somebody that's the son of Belial, that's somebody who's reprobate. Because if you reprobate, you worthless. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's dangerous to be reprobate. Because then your service is worthless. You serve Elohim in vain. You ain't got nothing. So you can sit back and look at, I served y'all, but want you to see. See, I told y'all last night, well, you could get a test from Yahuwah and fail one time, and you could be done. See, like he mentioned, see, he went ahead and showed like this here, right? You look at there's not a sin that's not a sin unto death. He say, I say you shouldn't pray for it, right? Since I mentioned that, read that verse, John, again. Because you know a lot of people ask about that verse what they're talking about, right? Somebody give me Jeremiah 14, probably about verse 5. Y'all just bear with me, right? So you look at this here, the understanding and riches that Yahushua got is the things that pertain to the things in Shamahim. That's why he say, set your affections on the things that's above. That's where the riches are. You know, somebody give me Matthew chapter 5, right? Is it Matthew 5 or is it Matthew 6? Matthew 6 and 20. Hard living, man. Hard living. You know, people change your butt for you. get free food and clothes, yet you're still not satisfied. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Say, like I said, say when you take a pot, all you just throw your legs up, handle that.
What?
I'm waiting.
And smile at it.
Man, might even drop some, might even soar.
Shoot off that.
Yeah, you don't gotta wait. You straight drop.
You know what I'm saying? You get drive-through service.
Every time.
Put it
Matter of fact, I
back.
might even feed you direct.
Put it back.
Direct connect.
Direct
Put
connect.
it back.
You get clothes.
But little do they know, I want to be grown. Get grown, I wish I were 5 again. Come on, man.
We have 1 John 5, verse
I miss
16.
my little skates.
If any man sees a brother sin which is not unto death, he shall ask, and he shall give him life for them that sin not unto death.
This is the master praying. This talking about the master praying for you. He'll give him life. Go ahead. Listen what it thinks to keep saying what he said though.
There is a sin unto death.
What did he say?
I do not say that he shall pray for
He
it.
said, I don't think you should pray for it, right? What did the master say? I don't pray for the world. Now look at John 14, Jeremiah 14 and 5. Listen what he tells you. Now what would be a sin unto death? Jeremiah's going to tell you. He said, don't pray for that now.
Yea, the hind also calved in the field and forsook it because there was no grass.
Mm.
And the wild asses did stand in the high places. They snuffed up the wind like dragons. Their eyes did fail because there was no
You know what
grass.
they say? He snuffed up the wind like a serpent. Prince of the air. Go ahead.
O Yahuwah, through our iniquity, testify against
Say
us.
our sins bear witness against us.
Do it for your name's sake.
Do it for your name's sake.
Our backslidings are many.
Our backsliders are many.
We have transgressed against you.
Mm.
O the hope of Yasharal, the Savior thereof in the time of trouble.
Time of trouble.
Why should you be as a stranger in the land as a wayfaring man that turns aside to tarry for a night?
You know what a wayfaring man is?
Traveler.
No man.
That's a nomad. That travel, that's a nomad. You know your ancestors were nomads. Abraham was a nomad. Isaac was a nomad. Jacob was a nomad. And guess what the master was? He said, I ain't got nowhere to lay my head at. He said, man, like a wayfaring man that tarried for a night. And where he tarried at for a night? In the grave. Go ahead.
Why should you be as a man, astonished,
I'm astonished.
as a mighty man that cannot save? Yet
Can-
you, O Yahuwah, are in the midst of us, and we are called by your name, leave us not.
Didn't he just say, didn't they come to them people and say, if he be the son of Elohim, come down off the state? He said he done saved others. He can't save himself. Wasn't he right in the midst of the people? Because it also said that that man in Ezekiel 28 was in the midst of the seas, or the midst of the people. Where was the master at? Go ahead. Keep going. We ain't got what I wanted to.
Thus says Yahuwah unto the people, thus have they loved to wander. They
You
have
love
not-
to follow after strange gods.
They have not refrained their feet.
You have not restricted yourself.
Therefore Yahuwah does not accept them.
Therefore, you have been rejected.
He will now remember their iniquity and visit their sins.
What else?
Then said Yahuwah to me,
What did he say to him?
pray not,
Don't do what?
pray not,
Don't do what?
pray not for this people for their good.
Oh man, now go to Jeremiah 13 and probably about 3 verses to the conclusion of that chapter. And let's see why he told them not to pray for these people.
This is your lot, the portion of your measures from me, says Yahuwah. Because you have forgotten me and trusted in falsehood.
You love lies.
Therefore I will discover your skirts upon your face.
Therefore I will expose your secret faults. Because remember we said there ain't no secret here from you, right? Go ahead.
That your shame may appear.
So your sin may appear.
I've seen your adulteries.
Oh man, is that a sin to death? He said I should not say that you pray for it. Go ahead.
Your names.
You know what a name is?
Lusting for a man, wife.
That's lust. Remember he said you everyone neighs after his neighbor's wife. You like to say, what's up with you, girl? You looking good over there. Where your husband at? Oh, he at work. Let me slide around there.
Miss Jones.
Mrs. Jones, we got a thing going on. Come on.
The lewdness of your whoredom.
But didn't he say that lewdness or lasciviousness of your whore? I mean, you ain't even shamed. You open with it. Because lewd, like I said, lewd and lascivious behavior. Y'all done heard that before? You open with it. You open with it. You know what I'm saying? See, I say that there to say this here, right? Because that's what a nigga was talking about. My homeboy was like, nigga, some of you niggas sexual predators. Around here playing games. You got some niggas be on there, y'all, it's some niggas on your page, boy. I guarantee you go on the sex offender website, boy, I bet you see their face. And you'll never know. Yeah, one time, boy, I seen my homeboy that called that nigga up. I said, boy, I thought you said you went to prison for cocaine, nigga. You ain't go to prison. But I know he ain't go to prison for cocaine because I remember what happened. See, I slid around there to his house one day, and they had that 14-year-old white girl in the house. And they was on that edge, right? That white girl like, give me a hug. I'm like, please step away from me.
We're in trouble.
You know what I'm saying? You know what happened when you get on the house. But that's what I was saying. Like I said, this is when I was standing on the beach, right? You know what I'm saying? I ain't even know the nigga got out.
Oh, you never tell us this.
I mean, the opportunity never presented itself.
I remember that.
He had heard it before. I'm telling you, because I ain't gonna put his name, I ain't gonna put him out there. Because he in prison right now, but he in prison for dope this time. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, boy, yeah, you said he did.
Oh, he been in prison a couple times.
Homeboy,
Yeah, I done pulled up over there like, cause we could sit over there, nigga chill. You know what I'm saying? You smoke, nigga. His mama, his grandma, that was my nigga.
Oh, you at his people's house?
Yeah, he stayed with his people. Like at the time. Yeah, at the time I was like 20, 21 years old. You know what I'm saying? I was young. I'm 36.
you see this face? That nigga say,
Yeah, that was a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? I had just started selling rocks then. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about?
you see his face though, that nigga's hilarious.
You know what I'm saying? So I jump up in there, we burn it. I'm like this here. I looking at the girl, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Man, I look kind of young. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying?
He's not that
Hey, I'm cool though. I don't do white meat, so I'm good. I ain't stuck. You know what I'm talking about? So I'm like this here. She like, give me a hug. I say, man, ease up. They on the beans, all that type of stuff. Probably about 2-3 weeks later, he done went to jail. But they telling the story like Captain Sergeant Alexander, who, you know what I'm saying, on the beach used to like to mess with niggas, chasing niggas with that work. Try to make it seem like he was harassing them. When really what it was, you had to knock these young girls down. Enough people had them found out and call them people on them. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? You know, the victims advocate from time to time and put the sex offenders in there. So you know what I'm saying? Me and my nigga, we in the hood. That nigga like, boy, look at this here. Run up on me. I said, oh man, look at this nigga here. Smiling. Sex offender.
I did it.
You know what I'm saying? Sex offender. Nasty bastard. You know what I'm saying? He went, no, that nigga went on it. That nigga liked them young white girls. That nigga stayed knocking down the young white girl. Now that was his MO.
How you catch that? Like,
What you mean? Man, I remember my homeboy told me, but it was probably about 01, them niggas stayed over there on Fairfax. That nigga was like, boy, that nigga said, boy, you can't hit nothing in 08, 09, boy. They got that thing. That nigga said, you got to get him off the school bus. I said, come on, my nigga. He talking about like 15, 16. But some of y'all know that when y'all was in high school, the big grown rusty niggas were posted up outside of your school. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all, some of y'all know, if you were going down there to the bus terminal, the big grown rusty nigga was down there trying to catch something. Because them niggas know your vagina ain't burning yet. You know what I'm saying?
It's clean, that's what.
You already know the nigga, because guess what? They know what's going to happen. You 15, 16 years old, that nigga pull up in that whip, you don't even really care what kind of car it is. He got a car, girl, and that's all he need. You know what I'm talking about? He flashed a couple dollars, ooh, he can take me to lunch and he got a car. And guess what you end up doing? Butt naked, wet vagina, dry pocket.
what you want to go home for?
Next thing you know, about 8-9 months later, you like this here, bomb. And you talking about, he done left me. Now you Now what happens? Now what happens now? And guess what you end up doing? Them niggas sit around talking about they done had sex with all your friends. You know what I'm saying? You gotta sit back and look at that. What is a grown man posted up in front of a high school for? A high school nigga? A teacher. Well, some of these niggas were falling up. Well, I done met niggas talking to girls in middle school, nigga.
Oh, whoa, bro. Where you meet these niggas?
Nigga, this Duval County, nigga. Nigga, I'm not talking about just when I was grown, nigga. I'm talking about, nigga, I'm seeing it. Nigga, I'm in school, I'm seeing it. 18, 19, 20 years old, nigga, she 13, 14 years old. Nigga, the children's home on Spring Park, nigga. Boy, a lot of my homeboys stayed knocking them girls down, nigga. They grown. They're telling me these niggas older than us. You know what I'm saying? We 15, 16 years old. These niggas 20, 25, 30.
That's how the niggas was at FAM. It's called freshman week.
Oh,
for
yeah.
all the old heads at FAM.
Why you saying niggas? Why you saying the niggas thing?
Nigga say he was out there too, huh?
No.
Don't try to separate yourself, bro. Say, I was out there on freshman But guess what you trying to do? You trying to cover your sin, nigga. Don't put it out. So you were one of them old perverts. And when I got out of high school, boy, I ain't never stepped back foot on. I used to go back to Inglewood campus the year after because all my homeboys were still there. Most of them were still there because they was younger than me. Then once them niggas graduated from school, I ain't stepped foot on a high school campus since. For what? Nigga, I don't go to school no more. What am I here for? What am I here for? Niggas slide graduate high school, they still trying to holler at, man, I'm good, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Well, shoot, we got out of school, man, next thing you know, man, we was on corners and blocks. There ain't nobody think about no high school. You know what I'm talking about? Where the weed man at? Weed man ain't at. The weed man is not on Barnes Road. Well, I take that back. He was on Barnes Road, but he wasn't at it.
I was close enough.
It's cool. You would get that sack when you got that sack.
I ain't what?
Catch
High
it
school.
between class.
Man, I'm telling you, man, nigga get out there, boy. I'm telling you, boy, we was to go Monday through Friday. Go on down there to Rosa Parks, boy. Grown niggas, wait.
The let out. The original let out.
No, them niggas stay at that bus terminal now, trying to scoop something.
You ain't gotta ride the bus, baby.
They niggas shoot them niggas on the bus. What you mean? They trying to catch the bus to your house. Nigga like they say, I got a bus ticket, girl. I got a pass.
You pulled out, but you got some finesse.
I got unlimited rides, girl. I can swipe Star card. Come on. Come on, man. Some of y'all know, like they said, man, all you need was a blunt and some liquor. Some of them you didn't even need that. They're just a chicken box. They getting off. Come on.
Chicken box.
Don't get no crab leg.
Move all kind of garlic crabs going down. Come on. And they come through with a tray of garlic crabs in the blood. Like I said, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Mile in the pot.
Mile in the pot. We're going to leave that alone. Go ahead. Leave that alone.
That's like saving arms. I thought they were gonna save arms.
Nigga, that's what they do everywhere.
Everywhere.
Nigga, that's from 2001. I'm talking about my homeboy dropping ecstasy in the crab pot, nigga.
Don't touch the crowd.
Not 15 years ago. Oh, I ain't never told you that. They drop it in the liquor bottle. That nigga shake it up in the ribbon. That's what he thirsty for. Drop that eggs in that crab pot. You know what I'm talking about? You around here, and when you come in the door home, you're like, boy, don't eat out of that pot. That's for the
They
whole.
tell y'all the real.
That's what they would say. That's for the whole. Hey, that's because you wasn't around. Hey, that's for your time. Come on.
Oh yeah, 14 or what? What you got?
Well, then, Duval County.
Oh, you finished at 13? No, finish at 13 though. He said them names. The reason why, because in Jeremiah, he said everyone named after his neighbor's wife.
13 and 26.
Come on.
And your names. It's 27. The lewdness of your whoredom and your abominations on the hills and the fields.
Now you worshiping idols. I can tell you to pray for them.
Woe unto you, O Jerusalem.
Destruction.
Will you not be made clean?
When you will not be made clean.
When shall it once
When
be?
shall it once be? See, that's what the master came to do, is to make you clean. That's why he said you used to do these things. Now you're washed. Now you're sanctified by the name of your master, Yahushua HaMashiach. But you have to accept the cleansing. See, he said, oh, Jerusalem. Get Jeremiah 4 and 14. Leave that alone, baby. Come on over here. Give me 5. I didn't say I was going to pick you up. Go ahead. Jeremiah 4 and 14.
4 and 14. O Jerusalem, wash your heart from wickedness.
How else you going to wash your heart? How you going to wash your heart? Okay, she ready to pop it. You know it too. That's how she looks. Go ahead.
Wash your heart from wickedness, that you may be saved. How
That you
long
what?
shall your vain thoughts
How
lodge
long
within
will these worthless thoughts remain in your head? How long are you going to have this carnal? Romans 8 and 5. Come on, get it. All right then.
Romans chapter 8, verse 5.
And you got a real live mama face on too. Oh, no,
For
you got
they
it.
that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh. But they that are after the Ruach mind the things of the Ruach. For to be carnally minded is death,
Carnally minded is death.
but to be spiritually minded is life
And
and
how long
peace.
will these vain thoughts lodge within you? How long you going to continually to think about worthless things? Things that have no profit. That's why he told you the flesh profit nothing. A carnal mind, you ain't going to get no gain from that.
Abriel.
Come on back to Ezekiel 28. Right. Little Mark, grab that shoe, little Mark. Grab that shoe. Thank you. She was happy to be on the system.
What? Extremely happy.
Go ahead, man. Where you at, Ezekiel 20? We got to get our way down to these stones. Go ahead.
428.
My wife lose time sometimes.
With your wisdom and with your understanding, you have gotten you riches.
Go ahead.
Have gotten you riches and have gotten you gold and silver into your treasure.
Gold is, hold on. Gold and silver in your treasure. Excuse me. Thank you. We got gold right here, right?
Oh.
You sitting on your head.
So what's this first character we got up here?
Zayn.
And what that's going to give us? Cut. What we got after that?
Hey.
What's that right? That's that mouth, bro.
Behold.
That's behold. Oh, behold.
Reveal.
Same difference. And what we got after that?
Made the house.
Cut to reveal or in.
Gotta get cut to be healed. Reveal to the house.
So guess what, right? Somebody get me Isaiah 53 and 6. Somebody get me Hosea 6 and 6. Matter of fact, don't even get Hosea 6 and 6. 4 and 12 in Hebrews. I'll just use that. Read Hebrews 4 and 12 first.
Hebrews chapter 4, verse 12.
Hold on, before you read that Ezekiel 28 again, what he say about that gold?
Says, with your wisdom and with your understanding,
You got
have gotten riches.
And what else?
You have gotten gold and silver in your treasures.
Gold and silver in your treasure. I asked you for Matthew 6 and 20. Read that for me, please.
Matthew 6 and 20. But lay up for yourselves treasures in Shemaim.
Back it up to 19 then.
19. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, or the rats where moth and rust corrupt, where thieves break and steal.
You see how that goes in about with that man in Luke 16 and all that stuff and giving your labors and your riches to somebody else. He said, don't lay your stuff up on this earth. It is corruptible. Go ahead.
Lay up yourselves treasures in Shemaim, where neither moth, rust do corrupt, and where thieves do not break or
It's
steal.
eternal.
For your treasure is where your heart will be.
So wherever your mind, so how long will these vain thoughts lodge within you? You understand, son? Because he said this gold is these treasures, right? He said by understanding and wisdom, you got gold in your treasures, right? Before we read that, Revelation 3 and 18.
Stop.
That's how it happens to you.
Revelation.
But see, the whole point is to get to the not the actual strike, but the thought of you being struck.
It's the fear.
My goal is when I lift this thing. See, some of y'all don't know about that because you can't beat the kids in public no more. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Oh, you can, but you're gonna go to jail because somebody gonna call the police on you. You know what I'm saying? But see, my mom tell you like this. Well, I can remember this here boy Chandra reached for that shoe. Well, that's all she had to do. Boy, my cousin get right. You know what I'm saying? Because all it took was 1 or 2 times to get whooped and pick and say in the middle of the aisle, and it was over with.
You gotta get struck for that feeling coming back.
Oh, he had already been struck right in the middle of the aisle. Wow! Wow! You know what I'm saying? Then after that, yeah, all Chandra had to do was this.
I'm just stretching, baby. It's okay.
Ain't no stretch. Because she already know. Like they said, see, I was different. I'm going to go ahead and take that whooping. I feel like it's worth it. Yeah, I was one of them.
When you like that, you gotta dig trenches.
Same, I just said, now you weigh it, you know, when you sit there, you think, if I do this, I know I'm going to get whooped. I'm going to go ahead and do it. I'm going to wear that whoop. You already knew you going in this, you getting whooped.
I had cruel and unusual punishment. Like I'd be out in the middle of Shabbat.
They out there having fun, right? So I know when she get, or some of y'all try to pull this move here. She says she gonna get home at about 5:45. So you try to go out there, and then you know every time, you never time it right.
You forget, you lose time, you look at your life. Oh, man.
Pull the corner early anyway.
Running to the house.
You know what I'm saying? But you already knowing that she gonna pull the corner anyway. But you done got caught up in the euphoria. Nah, so
You high off the plate.
go ahead.
3 and 14.
3 and 18.
18. Hebrews chapter 3 verse 18.
No, Revelation 3 and 18.
3 and 18.
Come here.
I counsel you to buy me gold tried in the fire, that you may be rich, and white raiment.
So if you're getting gold tried in the fire, that is affliction. Through that affliction will come wisdom and understanding. Through that wisdom and understanding, you will get what? Gold and silver in your treasure. You know what I'm saying? When you sit back and look at your treasure or your vessel, that's where you're going to get it at. Because the master told you, well, Peter told you that your trial of your faith is more precious than gold. You know what I'm saying? You got to sit back and look at it and say that you go through the furnace of affliction. He said, I refined you as silver is refined.
3 and what?
That was Revelation 3:18. Finish it out.
That you may be clothed,
Ooh, your uncle got you now.
that the shame of your nakedness do not appear, and anoint your
You
eyes
see what that is?
with eye salve. That
And
you
we
may
already
see.
look at when you talking about your nakedness had done appear, I pull your skirts up. So you don't want your sin to appear. See, this going to get in when we get that anointed cherub, that cover. You don't want your sins to appear. Go ahead. Go ahead.
As many as I love, I rebuke and
As
chasten.
many as he love, he rebuke and
As
chasten.
zealous, therefore, and repent.
How about you go ahead and turn from your evil and wicked ways? Come on and give me the Hebrew 4:12. So remember now, gold is going to tell you that it's good. A cut, a wound will reveal your dwelling place. So guess what that's telling you got to do? You got to die. You have to crucify, you have to mortify your memory. That's what gold is really telling you about, which is would be what? A trial of your faith.
Your universe have to be revealed from the cut.
Go ahead.
4 and 13.
E12.
4 and 12.
As he should be.
For the word of Elohim is quick and powerful, sharper than a two-edged sword, piercing to the dividing asunder of ruach and spirit,
And it's going to do what?
and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of
Thoughts
thoughts
and intents of the heart. That's why I say, as he should have been. Because that's what it's going to do. It's going to reveal what's in your inward parts.
Only through that cut, though. That's
That word is going to reveal what's in your heart. See, people talking about you can't know the hearts of men. Bet you lied.
try.
All you got to do is put the word out there and then manifest the hearts of men openly.
Cut open and reveal everything that's on the
Everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you give it time, once the word revealed, man will reveal the thoughts and intents of his heart eventually. You know what I'm saying? He's eventually going to show it. He said, how can you being evil speak good things? He said, from the abundance of the heart, the mouth speak. So how else is the abundance of the heart going to be revealed when the word is made manifest? Now we can actually see. So when it say in Isaiah 53 that he was wounded for your transgression, see, this man was cut and the thoughts of his heart would reveal that his allegiance was to his Elohim and his Elohim only. Therefore, he was able to enter into the house. What is that house he was able to enter into? 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 1. You already read that, didn't you? Yeah, with the treasures in Shaman? Yeah. 2 Corinthians 5:1. Let's see what house was revealed to him. All you got to do is think about Amos chapter 9. He said, I'll rebuild the tabernacles of David and repair the breach. So he gave him a new house to dwell in. Remember, he said the latter house will be greater than the former house. That man was the son of Adam. That was the former house. Now they made a latter house. That's why he say the first Adam was earthly. The second Adam was from Shamahim, which is spiritual, which is eternal. So for you to get that gold, the word, you got to die. When that word comes, it's going to reveal. You know, it's a lot of people you don't see, well, I love that word. But eventually, the thoughts of their hearts will reveal because they went after their flesh. They went after their lust. He said, your heart is far from me. So they say with their mouth, they show much love. But their heart go after their covetousness. Go ahead. Go ahead.
2 Corinthians
5:1.
5:9. For we know that if our earthly house is of this tabernacle were dissolved.
Was
we
not
have
the
a
master's
building
earthly
on
tabernacle dissolved? What dissolved this earthly tabernacle but the cut, right? That cut for him actually dying revealed he was the son of Elohim too. Go ahead.
A house not made with hands, eternal in the Shamayim.
Not made with hands. So this you gotta sit back and look at. You're seeking for a house that's not made with hands, that's eternal. And where did he say that gold was in his treasure? And where did he tell you to lay treasure up at? In Shamayim. So guess what that means? For you to get that Zahab or get that gold, you're gonna have to let this word cut you. And then it's gonna have to reveal the thoughts and intents of your heart. How why Psalms 139 he said, if there be any evil way in me, get it up out of me. Go on to get Psalm 139 and 23. And then you'll be able to enter into the house or to enter into that earthly tabernacle, that spiritual tabernacle for Shamayim that you say you grown after. 139 to 23. Igor.
Benicio. He says, hey.
Oh, that boy so happy he's talking fast. What's going on? Go ahead. Just look around like it's a lot of y'all.
Elohim 139 and 23. Search me, O Elohim, and know my heart.
How is he gonna know your heart but with that word? That word got to cut it.
Try me and know my thoughts, and see if there be any wicked way in me.
So reveal that any wicked way in me and do what?
Lead me into the way of everlasting.
Lead me into the, because remember, right? The way of everlasting is what Hebrew word? Huh?
Everlasting.
The way.
Yeah.
The word, what's the Hebrew word for way?
Davek.
And what does that mean? When spelling out in the pictogram.
The door to reveal separation.
Remember what we went over? It's the pathway to the highest that covers sins. So he's saying, lead me into your house when we spelled it out.
Okay.
Now, we did that a while ago. I mean, I mentioned it quite a bit.
All right.
I always lost. You said the word for what?
The rock. It's the Hebrew word for way.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Because remember, the master said he the way. Is he not the pathway to the highest? Is he the one that cover your sins? So in order you to get into this house, that word got to cut you and reveal what's in your heart. That's what this man is asking for. He said, if there be any evil way in me, reveal it unto me that I may remove it. How is that going to be revealed but if the word comes? That same word that cut you can heal you if you want to be healed. Now, if you don't want to be healed, then of course that disease is going to manifest and that disease is death.
Yep.
Come on back, man. Ezekiel 20. Because remember, he told you that in Psalms 103, if I'm not mistaken, he healed you from all your diseases. Your disease is death. Remember what he told you in Psalm 51? He said, I was shapen in iniquity and sin my mother formed me. That's this flesh. Therefore, you got to put it off. Go ahead.
Verse 11. Ezekiel 28:11.
We that far?
Okay, well, that's 7, nigga.
Yeah, about 7. We gonna get them stones. I got 10.
It says, behold, therefore I will bring strangers upon you, the terrible of the nations.
See that? Strangers upon you. Terrible of the nations. Go ahead.
And they shall draw their swords against the beauty of your wisdom,
The beauty of your wisdom
and defile your brightness.
and defile your brightness.
They shall bring you down to the pit, and you shall die the deaths of them that are slain in the midst of the sea.
You'll die the death of the people.
Will you set
That go, you know what that is? Psalm 82:6. I say ye are gods and sons of the Most High, but you shall fall like men. Defiling his brightness. He say, I am the light and the light of the life of men. He said, I am the light of the world. How did he defile his brightness? He became a man. He died. That's uncleanness. Death is unclean. Go ahead.
it says, will you yet say before him that slays you, I am Elohim? But you shall be a man, no El, in the hand of him that slay you.
Did he told them people he was all in? And John, when he was talking to Pilate, he said, in the hands of them that slay them. What did he tell them? He said, if you be the son of Elohim, come on down. He didn't say nothing. He said, no, you'll be a man. What did he tell Pilate? He said, for this cause I came into the world. So he said, everyone that's of the truth hear my voice. He said, are you a king then? He said, you say it. Go ahead.
You shall die the deaths of the uncircumcised by the hand of strangers.
By the hand of strangers. So, so I guess the devil died the death of the uncircumcised by the hand of a stranger.
He gonna die the death by Kudashi, not by strangers.
Because that's how they say Satan gonna be judged by the Kadeshim, by the sons of Elohim, not by man. But Hamashiach died the death of by the hands of the uncircumcised. Because who put him up there? The Romans put him up there. He told you that in Matthew 16. He said the chief scribes and priests would deliver him to the Gentiles, and he should be killed. You know what I'm saying? The Yahudim didn't actually kill him. He even tell you that in John 19 or 18. They say, man, we can't do it. It's against our law to kill somebody. Plus the Passover coming, we can't be defiled.
It was on the Passover.
The dogs have capacity.
That's what the book say. Come on. That's the devil though.
Verse 11. Moreover, the word of Yahuwah came unto me, saying, Son of Adam, take up a lamentation upon the king.
Whoa, you heard what he told him? He said, take up, son of Adam, take up this lamentation. What is it? You know what lamentation is? Mourning. Go ahead.
And say unto him, thus says the Elohim Yahuwah. You seal up the sum full of wisdom. and
Seal up the
perfect
sum.
in
You know what I mean to
perfect
seal?
beauty.
You know what I mean to seal up the song? Finish it. Complete it. Do you not realize when this man died, what did he say when he was up there on that stake when he died?
It's finished.
It's finished. Seal up the song. Come on.
You have been in Eden.
You been where?
In
You
Eden.
been where?
In Eden. The garden of Elohim.
See, they said that's the devil right there. He was in the garden. Go ahead.
Every precious stone was your covering.
Every precious stone was your covering. Now pull the Hebrew word up for covering right there, right now. Now we finna look at some of these precious stones. We may not get all of them. The main key one we looking at is jasper though. I think he put ruby on. You didn't put ruby on there. I'll say ruby for another day. Well, really, we could do ruby right now, truth be told. I really wanted ruby and
You want jasper?
It's already up there. But no, I'm talking about
He said
reading
covering.
Which
covering.
one? Oh, covering my.
I thought solder was ruby.
No,
solder.
It say Mukuta.
Makuta?
Probably.
And what did it say that mean?
It say
Covering, mine don't say that. What yours say? Mine says sakah.
Mine says.
Sukkah, that's like a booth.
Man
Tabernacle.
say
Mine
head,
says
your covering.
Yo, Makuta.
What verse is it? 11.
Say every precious stone was your covering.
And this is for which verse? This is
I'm
Ezekiel
on
28.
14.
Yeah, this is Masuka.
No,
says covering.
verse
So
14.
you got like the mem.
And
You
he
got the
spelled it out
man, the
just
Samek.
Just literally looking at just what it means. It means cover, right? Now, what did the sun come to do? He said every precious stone was your covering. Now, we have to sit back and look at what this could mean. How many stones are there?
12.
It's the same word.
Somebody get Exodus 28 and 14. Because these same stones that are in Exodus are in Ezekiel. Now, we have to sit back and look at what that's representing. How many apostles was it?
14.
28 and 14. I'm going to show you what the covering is. He said every precious stone is your covering. If you sit back and you look at it, Mashiach is representative of all the sons of Jacob. Because how many sons were those?
12.
Go ahead.
Exodus 28:14.
Come on.
And 2 chains of pure gold at the ends of the wreathen work you shall make, and fasten the wreathen chains to the ouches.
Go ahead.
You shall make the breastplate of judgment
A breastplate of judgment.
with cunning work.
Skillful work.
After the work of the ephod you shall make it.
Go ahead.
Gold, blue, purple, or scarlet. Fine twined linen you shall make it.
Don't you see that? Why you think you see that whore of Babylon sitting on that thing with purple and scarlet? Because she's trying to show herself as being a priest. Which is what the beast is going to come try to do. Try to show himself as being a priest or a teacher of the law. How else he going to be able to do that but try to use the word to manipulate you with it? Go ahead.
4 square it shall be, being double, a span shall be the length thereof, and the span shall be the breadth, and you shall set it in the setting of stones. 4
Set it
rows.
where?
In the settings of stones.
Set it in the sun and 4 rows. Because he say he the stone that the builders have rejected. Go ahead.
The first row,
What's in the first row?
sardius,
Mm-hmm. See, that's what they're right now.
topaz,
There go to topaz.
carbuncle.
Carbuncle.
That should be the first row.
That's the first row. What's on the second row?
An emerald,
An emerald,
sapphire, and a diamond.
a sapphire, and a diamond.
On the third row, a leaguer, an agate, a goat, and an amethyst. And the fourth row, beryl, onyx, and jasper.
And jasper. He said these are covering stones, right? So let's look at something right this here. What we have here for this this diamond.
Yours.
Got that hand, right? And then what we got after that?
Behold.
Then you go to behold. And what you got after that?
Teacher of either water, which could be life, or
And then teach. Or you talking about water.
which we know is cleansing.
So basically you have the hand that reveals the teacher of life. This is what a diamond manifests. And you know what a diamond is. You know, y'all told y'all this before, right? Y'all know what a diamond is, right? On the Mohs-Hardin scale, right? Y'all know what the whole Mohs-Hardin scale is.
Yeah. It cut glass.
It's 10, it cuts glass. So guess what that's gonna take you back to? That's gonna have to sit back and it's gonna cut you. Because you know what glass do? Somebody give me James 1 and 20.
Come inside.
It reflects.
It reflects. Then we got we mentioned the emerald too. What we got for this emerald right here, right?
That's the noon.
We got life.
Seed life. The pod does speak. Word. Cough is like, you got palm of the hand, rock.
Yeah. Say the life of the seed speaks to the rock. What that take you back to in the Torah?
Moses.
What he told him to do to the rock. But what did he do?
He struck it.
And what came out that rock?
Water. Life.
So you sit back and I say every precious stone is your covenant. So actually these stones is actually a Mashiach, and it's the breastplate of judgment and all this stuff. Because what is the breastplate of judgment? What did Paul tell you? He said to put on? Stop, bro.
Right.
Side move. Let it go. Step away from the camera. Come on. All right, your mama finna get you.
Uh-oh. Game time.
You know what that
I thought we were gonna get knocked up, flicking up both hands.
Little
baby like that.
No, Mike's all right.
But Mike's 3.
I have a feeling it didn't just start.
But Mike's a soldier.
What?
He been taking them blows for years.
That's what I'm saying.
See that?
He's well mannered. Sit down.
Well, he always well managed. Just well, he like to play.
He's a boy.
You say you want James?
Well, 1 and 20.
James 1 and 20. For the wrath of man worketh
Make
not.
it 21.
Wherefore lay apart all filthiness and superfluity, and of naughtiness, and receive with meekness the engrafted word, which is able to save your soul.
Go ahead.
But be doers of the word, and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves. For if any be a hearer of the word, and not a doer, he is like unto a man beholding his natural face in a glass. For he beholdeth himself, and goeth his way, and straightway forgetteth what manner of man he was.
So guess what? Get that Jeremiah 17:4. So when you sit back and look at it, that a diamond is going to reveal the teacher of life. You know what I'm saying? It's going to lead you to be able to get that gold as a heart, to be able to be cut, to be able to enter into the house. Because diamonds cut glass. That man said, if you a doer of the word, then you like a man who looks into his face in a natural glass and he sees what manner of man he is. What you think the word going to do when it just said it's going to reveal the thoughts and intents of the heart? That means that diamond going to cut straight through you and reveal what's in your heart. Now how is your sins going to be covered? 4.
Gotta be revealed to be covered.
You don't want to hit no more.
Go ahead. I mean, we done hit it before. That's a mean sandwich you got there.
Jeremiah 17 and 1. The sin of Yehuda is written with the pen of iron and with the point of the diamond. It is graven upon the table of their heart and upon the horns of your altars.
You see what that is? And you know what it always say about the word when it came? It did what? It pricked their heart. It had to cut them in the inward parts. Then it revealed what was going on. When them people were standing out there on Pentecost and he went and revealing that Yahushua with the Mashiach, them people said they were cut to their heart. It wasn't cut by nothing they were doing. They were cut that they didn't believe. That when they seen the man and heard of the man, they didn't believe it. It revealed what was in their heart. You know what they said? What shall we do? Ain't that what they said when they got pricked? They said, what shall we do? But then in the flip side, in Acts chapter 7, when Stephen was running that word down to him and they got cut in the heart, what did they do? They killed him. And it showed in their hearts that they are the seed of the murderer. They Cain people. They Satan people, because he said he was a murderer from the beginning. Haters of all righteousness and full of subtlety and evil works. You see the difference of when that diamond hit them? See, the word gonna show. See, when that word comes, see, some people sit back like this, like Judas sat back for 3 years, like, for a chance I get, I'm gonna kill this nigga. You know what I'm saying? But the whole time, you sitting back thinking just because somebody here is sitting there listening to the word don't mean they believe it. You know what I'm saying? Because Judas was with it the whole. How could you sit there and watch everything this man did and heard everything he said and then switch out? But we know he was born to do that though. So you know what that's also showing you? We done told you before. Some people born to go to hell. That's what you here for.
You let him every day.
He said, why is it you say? Everybody.
That's what he told you in Romans 9. He said, what if I made some vessels fitted for wrath that I might make my power known? You know what I'm saying? He said, and I made vessels for mercy, that my mercy might be shown. You know what I'm saying? So there's some people walk around here so that you can know that I'm the living Elohim, and so you can know I'm going to murk that nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's what that dude came in and what type of God would cause us to commit his sin. Like this. He ain't cause you to do nothing. Ain't nobody made you go sleep with that woman. Ain't nobody made you go get that reefer. Ain't nobody make you go get them cigarettes. Ain't nobody make you lie. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody make you go work on the Sabbath. You chose to do that. And he said, I knowed you were going to chose to do that. That's why I get ahead and let you do it. And ain't send nobody around there to stop you nor warn you. Because I have determined to kill you. Because I've already cut you with this diamond and it's revealed what's in your heart. You don't love me. So why am I going to sit around here and play with you? See, you know what everybody want y'all to do? Chase behind you and beg you like you do other people. Come on and do right now. You know I love you. He said, I'm not doing that. He said, I'm going to send them, and I'm going to warn you, and I'm going to warn you. And then you know what? Now I'm tired of warning you. Now I'm going to kill you. He said, when you get in your trouble and you come looking for me, I'm not going to be there. And when you cry, I'm going to laugh at you. And when your calamity comes, I'm going to mock you. Because when I came to holler at you, you didn't answer. And when I spake, you didn't hear. You chose to do what you wanted to do. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
See, I don't know why they be trying to blame this man. No, nigga, you did what you wanted to do. So I'm going to kill you for it. You know what I'm saying? See, they don't tell you y'all like that. He loves everybody. He's a forgiving God to those that repent.
Sorry. Go.
He ain't forgiving to no sinner. Then he wouldn't be y'all if he forgave a sinner who didn't repent. He said he forgive iniquity and transgression to the thousands of them that love him and keep his commandments. You see, every time we didn't, you see he forgave Manasseh. Why? Because he repented. And then he came back and all the evil works that he did, he destroyed them.
He changed.
You know what I'm saying? That's why Paul say, if I rebuild again the things that I've destroyed, I'll become a transgressor. I can't tear the idols down and the groves down and come right back and build them right back up again. You know what I'm saying? See, that's what they tell you. It's all right if you sin. Just say I'm sorry and go do it again and say you're sorry again. And he say, please go ahead and keep doing it so I can kill you.
Say sorry right before you do it.
You know what I'm saying? But that's what they teach you though. That man is merciful to those that turn from their wicked ways. He said he's just to cleanse you from all unrighteousness. Not if you keep doing it though. Because then you haven't repented. You just a nigga that say, that's just like you married to somebody and they done cheated on you 45 times and you look him in the face on the 46th time. He said, I'm sorry, babe, I won't do it again. And he cheat on you again and you like, you know what, he ain't gonna do it next time. He's got a pattern of behavior. This pattern of behavior that he's an adulterer. You know what I'm saying? So guess what? Who are gonna look at you every time you gonna serve an idol God? You have a pattern of behavior. You're an adulterer. I don't forgive you. I reject you. You're a reprobate now. You're worthless. I can't use you. Go ahead, man. Why got you wrote? Jeremiah 17. We good in that. What you wrote? Okay. We good in that. Back to Ezekiel 20. I know he mentioned emerald. Which one? I didn't do the sapphire. I did it.
We didn't do what we did.
No, he read the sapphire in Exodus 28. But I'm talking about he read it.
Oh.
In this Exodus 28. But I ain't write it out yet. Come on back to Ezekiel 20.
Ezekiel 28:13. You have been in Eden, the garden of Elohim. Every precious stone was your covering. The sardius, topaz, the diamond, the beryl, the onyx, the jasper, the sapphire, the emerald.
So now we'll do the topaz now. So what we got for the topaz? Y'all got
The mouth that holds the door. To behold or reveal. No.
door.
No, not behold. I'm yeah. The mouth.
Trying to solve it, but give them individually, man.
Mouth. Holds, because that's basket. So holds.
Now we got the door. And we got that.
He said the way you listen to.
You say what you want to say.
You know what you done?
No, that nigga talking like he had rocks in his mouth.
I think I was pretty clear.
No, because you said behold when you said hold, but then you said you meant behold. Then you went back and said hold.
No, for the hay, for the hay.
He was saying behold and hold at the same time.
No, I
He
was.
said behold, and then when he got done right, he said behold for the last character. Once again, the nigga was listening.
No, I think talking rock. I stand
But
by
it's
that.
here nor there, so
I stand by that.
He said you got rock.
It's like a brand. Pepsi.
sucks.
Stand by that. I wouldn't know. I don't like so.
Look what y'all doing. Y'all dropping it.
I don't even drink no more water. He said that's the mouth that holds the door and reveals it, right? So guess what that means? You really don't even need the hole. It's the word that's going to reveal the door to you. It's the word that's going to get you in. This is what this topaz is telling you. He said you're the anointed cherub that covers, and all these stones are with this cherub. The same stones that are in that breastplate. Get that Ephesians chapter 6, man, about verse 12. Just hold that for the moment. Keep on reading Ezekiel 28.
You said Ephesians what?
6 and 12. Just hold that for the moment.
The onyx, the jasper, the
jasper.
sapphire.
Now let's look at the jasper. We got the hand again, right? And then what we got behind that? That's going to be the consumed, right?
Consume or destroy.
And then what we got after that?
Mouth.
And after that?
Reveal or
So what do we think about when you see this jasper? You got a hand that consumes and the mouth and reveals. We've already looked at something with the hand. We'll get to that sapphire in a minute. You know what this is telling you? Give Luke 24 and 25. Go ahead and read that Ephesians 6 and 12.
Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers and against rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of Elohim, that ye may be able to withstand in that evil day, having done all to stand. Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness.
The breastplate of righteousness. Now he also said that he called it the breastplate of judgment in the law, right? What did the master tell you? That you ought to be able to do what? In John chapter 7.
Judge righteously.
To judge righteously. How else you going to be able to judge righteously without a heart of faith? You know, that breastplate is your covering. That's what's covering your heart, covering your inward parts, which also had your sins covered. And that's what all these stones is representing, all this is. So you see a hand that's consumed, the mouth that reveals. Let's read Luke 24 and 25, see what that really tells us.
24 and 25. Then he said unto them, O fools, and slow to heart to believe all the prophets have spoken. Ought not the Mashiach to have suffered these things to enter into his esteem? And beginning at Mashah and all the prophets, he expounded to them in all the scriptures the things concerning himself.
So in order for that word to be revealed unto you, you know what you got to be? You got to be consumed. You would have to perish. How else is the word going to be revealed to you if you don't perish? Do you not realize that he perished and then he revealed that word to them? Yeah. Look at verse 30 in that. He done died. He done been consumed. And then he revealed it to him. So this is what Satan walked around with in the garden. This is what he got with him. Go ahead. Verse 32.
And it came to pass, as he sat at meat with them, he took bread and blessed it.
And what happened?
And broke and gave to them. And their eyes were open, and they knew him. And he vanished out of their sight. And they said to one another, did not our heart burn within us while he talked with us by the way, and while he opened to us the scripture?
Go ahead.
And they rose up the same hour and returned to Jerusalem, and found the 11 gathered together, and them that were with them, saying, Master is risen indeed, and has appeared to Simon. They told what things were done in the way, and how he was known to them in the breaking of bread.
Read 39. Say how he was known to them in the breaking of bread. You ever really think they were sitting down eating bread? He was hitting them with that word.
He said, then why are you troubled? Why do your thoughts arise in your hearts? Behold my hand and my feet. That is myself.
Say, write this here, right? That go to diamond right there. Behold my hand and my feet. What was he doing when he was doing that? He just told him, look, man, look. Go ahead.
That is I myself. Handle me and see. For a Ruach has not flesh and bones as you see me have.
Go ahead. And
when he spoken, he showed him his hands and his feet.
Behold my hands and my feet. So he showed him the diamond, right? Because he said it cut through him. That's what he was doing, that sin, right? That's what he did now. Go ahead.
And while they yet believed not for joy and wonder, he said unto them, have you any meat?
He said, you got something to eat? What happened after that?
They gave him a piece of broiled fish and honeycomb, and he took it and ate before him.
So he gave him a dripping. And he ate before him. What happened after that?
And he said to them, these are the words I spoke unto you while I was
So then his eyes were open and he was enlightened then, what? And what did he turn around to do for them? So then guess what he just turned around and did? He revealed by his mouth when he showed him he was consumed. He revealed it to him. He showed it to him. So what did he turn around to do? The hand, you can see it, and I'll teach you the words of life. Because then he sat down and did what? What did he do in verse 44? What did he sat down and did with him?
And he said to them, these are the words I spoke to you, which I was with you, that things must be fulfilled, which were written in the Torah of Mashah, in the prophets, and in the Psalms concerning me. that he opened their understanding that they might understand the scripture.
And what else?
And said unto them, thus it is written, and thus is beloved,
Behooved.
behooved Mashiach to suffer and to rise from the dead the third day.
It behooved me to be consumed. Don't you know it behooved you to be consumed? Go ahead.
And that repentance and remission of sins should be preached in his name among all nations, beginning at Jerusalem.
But what he told him to do?
And you are witnesses of these things. Behold, I send the promise of my Father upon you. Tarry in the city of Jerusalem until you be endued.
That's how he revealed. You know the other place we can show the hand be consumed to reveal? What did he do to them in John chapter 20? Because it's something that he did that revolves around that. Behold, the teacher of life, or life, seed, speak. Matter of fact, just going to get John chapter 20, man. I ain't even going to play with it. 20 and 22. What you doing, girl? What you doing? I see you.
John chapter 20,
Watch
verse
it.
22.
I'm watching.
And when he had said this, he breathed on them.
Hold on, give me 20 then. I'm watching you.
And when he had so said, he showed unto them his hands
He
and
did
his
what?
side.
He revealed it to him now. Watch what he do.
Then were the disciples glad when they saw the master. Then said Yahushua to them again, Shalom be unto you. As my Father has sent me, even so I send you.
You know, what did the Father send him to do? Because he just said shalom. So this is taking into account that he said shalom be unto you.
Sorry.
So what does that mean? He says, as my Father sent me, I send to you. What is he actually
Sit
expressing?
down.
If we understand, what does shalom mean?
To destroy the chaos.
So what is he actually expressing to them? He says, my Father sent me, so I send to you.
For him to destroy the chaos of sin.
So we can do it. So what did the Father send the Son to do?
Tell people to repent.
Get 1 John chapter 3 and verse 4. Let's look at what he's sent him to do. You know what I'm saying?
Sitting in the seats.
He did to destroy the works of the devil. What are the works of the devil? Sin. So he says, the Father sent me to destroy sin, so I give to you that you can do it in your mortal body. You see what I'm saying? I mean, all those things what you stating is a part of what he came to do. But specifically what we're looking at the instance what he referring to. Because he say, he done resurrected from the dead now. He say, shalom be unto you. We know it destroy the authority attached to chaos. What is the authority that he has? Death. What is the byproduct of death? Well, what is the sin is the byproduct of death. That's what's going to happen. Go ahead. 1 John 3 and 4.
Whosoever commits sin, transgresseth also the law, for sin is a transgression of the law. And you know that he was manifested to take away our sins, and in him is no sin. Whosoever abide in him sin not. Whosoever sin has not seen him, neither know him. Children, let no man deceive you. He that does righteous is righteous, even as he is righteous. He that commits sin is of the devil, for the devil sins from the beginning.
And what else?
This is the purpose that the Son of Elohim was manifest, that he may destroy the works of the devil.
That's why Romans 6 tell you to mortify sin in your mortal bodies and not serve it. That's what he was telling them. 1 Peter 4 and 1.
1 Peter chapter 4, verse 1. For as much then as Mashiach has suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourself likewise with the same mind.
Deny yourself.
For he that hath suffered in the flesh hath ceased from sin, that he no longer should live the rest of his time in the flesh to the lust of men, but to the will of Elohim.
That's what we had to sit back and look at. Sorry, take your hand off. I'm gonna tell your mama.
Mama?
Yeah.
Mama?
She said, Mama. So when you look at it, what do you see from that? That's what he gave him back. Come back to John chapter 20. He's giving him the ability. You must destroy sin now. I'm giving you that authority that you can do that, because that's what I came to do. Now because I dwell in you, you will dwell in me. Now you have that authority to do the same. Which is what all of us ought to be striving to do, is to destroy that authority. How do you destroy that authority? By getting rid of that carnal mind. From actually going from being a man to being Elohim.
Can I go back to Luke 10? I give you authority stuff in the school.
Now that's a little different. That's power and authority of the Ruach to do things that man can't do. You know what I'm saying? A man cast out no demon. He's like, I'm giving you the power to do this. That actually go back to what we were talking about when he say freely given, freely you've been given, freely given. With Elisha, when he healed that dude of that leprosy, and he tried to pay him, he was like, no, we good. Go ahead. First Peter. Yeah, we good in First Peter. We need to finish John chapter 20 though.
John 20 what?
Have we stopped it? John 20 and 22.
And when he had said this, he breathed on them. It said, whosoever sins ye remit, they are remitted unto them. And whosoever sins ye retain, they are retained. But Thomas, one of the 12, called Didymus, was not with them when Yahushua came. The other disciple therefore said unto him, we have seen the Master.
No. You didn't read what we came to. Where he breathed on him. You skipped right over that.
We had 22. And when he had said this, he breathed on them and said unto them, receive the Ruach.
You see what he did? He gave them life. He spoke it to them. How do we say that a rock? Because these the stones of that covering right there. He breathed right on them. You know what I'm saying? Breathe right on them. Because remember what was Peter's name changed to? Rock. Rock. He said, upon this rock I'm going to build my house. Remember that jasper is important for a moment. You'll see why in a minute. Come on back to Ezekiel 20. What verse is out there? 13. 28 and 13.
Every precious stone was your covering: the topaz, diamond, beryl, onyx, jasper, sapphire, the emerald, and the carbuncle and the gold. The workmanship of tabrets and your pipes were prepared you in the day that you were created.
Now you say workmanship of the tabrets and pipes. Y'all know in Hebrew what would y'all think that is? Because I know what niggas say that is. When they hear pipes, what they say that is? You know, they say that's Satan singing.
Oh. Satan too?
They say, see, that's how you know Satan, like he was singing. They say the tabret of his pipes.
I won't tell you what I thought. I'm not going to go there.
He said, when we look at taberets, right, that's tafel, that's a timbrel or tambourine. So you can see how they get that, right? What did Paul sit back and tell you? Well, in Ezekiel, he told you that he was like one that played on a very lovely instrument. And remember, he said that how David was able to cast the evil spirit up out of Saul by what? Playing on a harp. What is it able to get evil things up out of you but the playing of the word? You hear it, it'll remove it. But then we got to look at pipes, right? He say the pipes was prepared in thee the day that thou was created. We're going to look at pipes. So, yep, a technical term relating to a jeweler's work or a bezel. You know what that means? It's the roller with the bezel. You know what I'm saying?
That's what Darius has on his arm.
Does he have it in the bezel?
That's fine work in the bezel.
That's fine work in the bezel. So when you sit back and look at it, stones that are set in a jeweler's work. See, that should take you back to Exodus. With the man from Judah who had the man from tribe of Dan that was skillful in all these things and had all that wisdom for that workmanship of the craft. Get Ephesians 2 and probably about 17. So when you look at a groove or a socket or a hole or a cavity, you know what a cavity is, right?
That's your mouth.
No. Cavity search. Think about it that way.
Oh.
A hole. A hole. But he said a cavity search is something hidden. He said something was hidden in you in the day that you were created. The Lamb was slain for the foundation of the world. What was he slain for? To hide your sins. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. You know, you got some other people in some of them facilities. You work.
I mean, they call it a strip search. They don't call it.
See, that's it. See, a strip search is take up off all your clothes. A cavity search is we need to check you.
They tell them squat and cough, and that's it.
See, that goes. The cavity search goes beyond that.
See, I don't want nothing and no parts. No parts.
A lot of the CEOs don't want no parts of it, and you got some of them. They like to say, "Hold on, I didn't see."
No, some of them just won't even search them. I've seen that one too.
I want to do what I want to look at a grown man naked for. I want to see all that. Because some of them CEOs, they love it though. Come on.
5.
Said
Said 2, right?
Yeah, 2 and 17. 2.
No, it will mess me up.
And came and preached peace to you which are far off, and to them that were nigh. For through him we both have access by one Spirit unto the Father. Now therefore ye are no more strangers and foreigners, but fellow citizens with the saints and the household of Elohim, and are built upon the foundation of the apostles and prophets,
Built upon them stones.
Yahushua himself being the chief cornerstone,
Mm-hmm.
in whom all the building fitly framed together groweth into a set apart.
See, that's in Isaiah 61 when he say gather the stones. Go ahead.
In whom ye are all builded together for a habitation of Elohim through the Ruach.
Go ahead. That's it. I think give me about 14 then.
For he is our shalom, who hath made both one, and have broken down the middle wall of partition between us, having abolished in his flesh the enmity, even the law and commandments contained in ordinances for to make in himself of twain one new man, so making shalom.
Go ahead. I think I might have missed that ain't what I want. We said we is workmanship. That's what it was. I ain't my I might not even got that page in my book.
That's 10.
Yeah, go ahead. That's what we're going.
It said, now 9, we at Ephesians 2, verse 9. Not of works, lest any man should boast, for we are his workmanship, created in Yahushua HaMashiach unto good works, which Elohim have before ordained that we should walk in them.
He had already appointed that you should walk in this man before he was even fashioned. So that's what you look at with these pipes. It's a jewel, a stone, or a cavity, or a hole to cover those sins. How else you going to cover your sins if you walk in iniquity? That's not possible. Come on and keep finishing Ezekiel 28. It's 5:15.
14. You are the
The anointed cherub
cherub that covers.
that covers.
And I have set you so. You are upon the Kudash mountain of Elohim.
Now guess what? Now what is the Kudash mountain of Elohim? What is that?
That's
That's Jerusalem. So you mean to tell me Satan on the set apart mountain with you? Then he say you the anointed cherub that covers. And he say I set you so. So we know anointed is Mashiach. It's Mashiach came to do what? Cover your sins. How is that the devil? Now how is that the devil? The devil, so you mean to tell me, can we read what Satan was set to cover sin?
Jinkies.
I didn't get Thelma from Scooby-Doo.
he is. Nah, you take out.
Thelma.
Take off my glasses and under there. Like,
That's what she would say, Jinkies. Yeah, her name was either Thelma or Thelma. It's one of the two. I watch Scooby-Doo all the time.
That's like, that would be a Jinkies moment,
Yes,
right?
yeah, that was Jinkies. It's Thelma or Velma. It's one of the two. Yeah, Velma.
I felt like it was a Jinkies moment. Like, we've been.
That was like somebody's grandma.
Shoot, she looked like one.
Well, and take them glasses off.
She couldn't see nothing.
Y'all know y'all talking about like two different people, right?
She took them, I mean, they fell off all the time. She was blind. You niggas act like y'all ain't watch Scooby-Doo or something.
No.
We talking about Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
He said.
I said Thelma, Velma, one of the two. Either way
Okay,
it
I'm
goes.
sorry for the distraction.
I said Thelma.
You did say that.
Yeah, I said Thelma or Velma. It's one of the two.
It was Velma, but you said Thelma.
I know I said Thelma. Then I was like Thelma, Velma. It's one or two of them. It's one of them. If it ain't Thelma, it's Velma. Either way it go. She be high on that weed and say Jinkies. Because all of them was high. It wasn't just Shaggy. All them niggas was in the van getting blunted.
Yes.
Don't try to just put it on Shaggy and Scooby getting blunted.
Mystery van.
Mystery van. What's going on in that van? What's really going on in that van?
They're discovering mysteries.
They were doing more than discovering mysteries. They were discovering a mystery, all right. What's the secret?
Got away with it.
Was it with these meddling kids? And all they think about is, we don't know what Shaggy got going on. He didn't want to get high and hang with a dog. You already know something wrong with him. The nigga with the ascot on, we don't know what he got going on.
Not the ascot.
You always trying to split up.
Always try and go with the blonde.
Always trying to split up.
And go with the other one.
Go with that.
Because he trying to smash something.
Yeah.
So I don't want nothing to do with Velma, you know what I'm saying? She ain't got no shake. Go with this one.
She was always by herself.
Didn't want her.
She was always figuring stuff out. She was the one really.
Yeah, and all he think about, I can't remember his name, and all he think about is she ain't figuring out that I got needs. So I'm gonna go with the one that looks like a whore. Follow her. Go ahead, man. Freddie, that's his name.
He should never
It
say
says, I
it.
sent you.
He said, okay.
You were upon the Kudash mountain of Elohim. You have walked up and down in the midst of the stones of fire.
Mm-hmm. You know what we can sit back and look at that, walking up in the midst of the stones of fire, take it right back to Isaiah chapter 6. Because what did he give him to purge his iniquity?
Cold on his tongue.
He said, boy, I done seen Elohim. Where was Satan at in that story? Come on.
You were perfect in your ways from the day that you were created.
See, that's what they say. See, that was the devil. Say he was perfect in all his ways. Then what happened?
Till iniquity was found in you.
Genesis chapter 3, man. Verse 7. Verse 6. Got to remember that he set him as an anointed cherub that covered. I set you so. Then he said iniquity was found in you. So I had to cast you out as profane out the mountain of Elohim. No, profane just means common. So you know that goes all the way back to what we started in 28. He said you make yourself as Elohim, but you are a man. Get Galatians 4:1. That means I sent you here and I made you a man. Because by man came death, so by man come resurrection of the dead. Which also shows you that we gonna have to be changed. You can't stay no man. You can't stay profane. That's when we were talking about when the dude asked, show me in the law you can cook on the Sabbath. I say go look at the priest. They cook every Sabbath. There you go.
Well,
shoot. Also the law say that every man must cook on the feast days, ain't it? Don't the book say the Sabbath is a feast day? We're gonna whip him up then.
I think he wants to have kids.
I mean, that stuff be right there. But you know where dudes get that from? Don't cook on the Sabbath? Because niggas from New York told you don't cook on the Sabbath. They ain't give you no book for it. Because guess what? That means every priest got to go to hell. Because guess what they do with them sacrifices? They ate them. That means they were cooking every Sabbath. That man say, have you not read the law that the priest profane the Sabbath and are blameless? So you mean to tell me I'm not going to be blameless for doing the same? So the priest can cook, but I can't. Because he cooking every week.
Sounds like a respectable person.
You know what I'm saying? He got him a nice old ox. He whipping him up. He got to make unleavened cake every day though. He got him a lamb. He sauteing it. Right in the pan, right? Get the flesh hook, pull it right on up out of there. Ooh, I bet I'm gonna make me one. You niggas stay hungry. Around here eating, got niggas around here eating cereal and sandwiches. You know what I'm talking about? Nigga around here eating Fruit Loops. Nigga, I don't want no Fruit Loops, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I want everybody when they first thought out what a nigga doing, eating cereal and sandwiches.
And veggie wraps.
You know what I'm talking about? Niggas, and guess what you were doing the whole time? Well, when that sun gonna go down? Boy, I'm hungry. But that man did not make this grievance.
Oh. Sounds like respect.
Was it not?
It's not what you said, sir. It's how you said it. If that nigga sound like an old nerdy nigga in the back.
Sound like old girl.
You forgot that sound.
You sound like a woman.
No, he said you sound like the kid in class that say, Miss Johnson, you forgot to give us our homework.
No, never that now.
No, they say you
I had
did.
the answer to the
No. We didn't say
question.
you did that. We said that's how you sounded.
Oh.
You said sounds like respectful person. Miss Johnson, you forgot our homework. Go ahead, man. We finna stop. I can't mess with y'all.
Oh boy.
I can't mess with
Genesis
Genesis 3 and 6. We got to show you how he said when iniquity was found in you, I had to cast you out. We're going to see when iniquity was found in Adam, what did he do? Genesis 3 and 6. Because we got to remember, right? He said you in the garden, right? First Adam, second Adam. Got to follow the framework. Come on with it.
And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food and that it was pleasant to the eyes,
To make
and
one
the
what?
tree that he desired to make one wise,
What happened?
she took of the fruit thereof and did eat,
And
and
she
gave
did-
it to her husband
and-
with her, and he did eat.
Verse 20.
And the eyes of them both were opened, and they knew that they were naked, and they sewed fig leaves together and made themselves.
We'll deal with them
aprons.
fig leaves on another level in a minute. Go ahead. Give me
And
verse
they
20.
heard of-
Verse 20. Verse 20. Verse 20.
And Adam called his wife name Eve because she was mother of all living. Unto Adam also to his wife did Yahuwah Elohim make coats of skins and clothe them. And Yahuwah Elohim said, behold, the man is become as one of us, to know good and evil. Now let he put forth his hand to take also of the tree of life and eat, and live forever.
So what did he do?
Therefore Yahuwah Elohim sent him forth from the midst of
I'm
the
gonna
garden
put you out.
to till the ground from whence he was
Because you
taken.
not realize that Adam is in the Mount of Elohim and he said him so?
Sin was found in him.
Sin was found him, I gotta put you out. So if Yahusha the second Adam, then guess what happened? You in the Mount of Elohim, I set you as the anointed cherub that cover, because he the one supposed to be covering his wife. How did he cover his wife? When he died for her, he covered her sin. You know what I'm talking about? Now I gotta put you out as profane. I gotta make you common now. You know what I'm saying? So when Yahusha, he's get put out of Shamayim, I made you common now. I made you a man. You know what I'm saying? What's more common than that? Galatians 4:1. There's many people that are men, but there will not be many that will be the sons and daughters of the living Elohim, though.
Galatians chapter 1.
Because he said there'll be few that find life.
4 verse
4:1.
4 verse 1.
I thought you said 1 verse 4.
Galatians 4:1.
Now I say that the heir is as long as he is a child differs nothing from a servant, though he shall be master of all.
Adam was a child and he was master of all. He was a servant, he was there to serve his wife.
But is under tutors and governors until the time appointed of the Father. Even so we, when we were children, were in bondage under the elements of the world. But when the fullness of the time was come,
The what?
Elohim sent forth his son,
Made what?
made of a woman,
Made of a what?
made of a woman,
Go ahead.
made under the law.
Made like flesh. How we say made under the law? Because he made Adam from the dust of the earth. He was flesh. So he put him out of the kingdom. He put him out of the mountain of Elohim and made him profane. He cast him out and made him a man. That ain't got nothing to do with Satan. Because never was Satan made. See, you know what they'll run to? See, Luke say, get that Luke 10 and 16. What that is, 10 and 16? Let's see what that say. We done dealt with that before.
You said he fell
Luke
like
10
lightning.
verse 6.
Right in this very room. Go ahead.
Behold, I saw Satan fall like that.
He that
What is that? What verse is that? 10 and 16. Somebody get Job, man.
Luke
Job.
10 verse 16. He that heareth you heareth me. He that despises you despises me.
Ain't one.
Yeah, that's Luke 10 16.
Yeah, it's a little down.
Yeah, go down.
It's
Yeah, go down a little bit. Verse 18. All right, smell like somebody baking the cake.
And he said unto them, I beheld Satan as a lightning falling from Shamayim.
See that? See, that's how they put him out. See, y'all wanna? I done went over this before. Go to Job chapter 1, man. Job chapter 1. Is it chapter 1?
Maybe pass down to the earth.
Because yo, I don't smell like cake battle. Job 1 and 14. Job 1 and 12.
And Yahuwah said unto Hashatan, behold, all that he has is in your power. Only upon himself put not forth your hand. So Hashatan went forth from the presence of Yahuwah. And there was a day when his sons and his daughters were eating and drinking wine in their eldest brother's house. There came a messenger unto Job and said, the oxen were plowing and the asses feeding beside them. And the Shamayim fell upon them and took them away. They have slain the servants with the edge of the sword, and I only am escaped to tell you. While he was yet speaking, there came also another and said, the fire of Elohim is fallen from Shamayim and has burnt the sheep, the servants, and consumed them.
And what was Satan coming to do? To steal, kill, and destroy. So this is why this man sat back and told you, I beheld Hashatan falling like lightning from Shamayim. Because he was telling you what Job had already told you. This ain't got nothing to do with old Lucifer, how thou fallen to earth. This ain't got nothing to do with Lamentations 2 when he say, I seen the beauty of Yasharal cast down to the ground. Him getting cast out profane in the mount. Satan never became a man.
Give it back.
He never became a man. This man is subject to
Give
do.
it back.
This man had to ask for permission. And then y'all told him, okay, you do what you want to do, but you can't kill him. Niggas just retarded. Come on back to Ezekiel 28, man. No, matter of fact, Revelation 21 and 12, we got it before.
So we're not going to Sapphire today?
No, I wasn't really intending but to hit Ruby and Jasper. But
Revelations 21 verse
say
12.
Sapphire with the Ruby. Go ahead.
Having the esteem of Elohim, her light was like unto the stone, most precious stone, even like jasper stone, clear as crystal. and had a wall great and high,
Great and high.
and had 12 gates,
12 gates.
and at the gate 12 angels,
12 Malachim.
and names written thereon, which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Yasharah.
Go ahead.
On the east 3 gates, on the north 3 gates, on the south 3 gates, and on the west 3 gates.
Go ahead.
And the wall of the city had 12 foundations.
What are those
And
foundations?
in them the names were the 12 apostles and of the Lamb.
Mm-hmm.
And he that talked with me had a golden reed to measure the city and the gates thereof and the wall thereof.
Go ahead.
And the city lies 4 square, and the length is as large as a breadth.
Uh-huh.
And he measured the city with the reed 12,000 furlongs.
Go ahead.
And the length and breadth and the height of it are equal.
Go ahead.
And he measured the wall thereof in 144 cubits according to the measure of a man.
Okay, we just ran 2. Go ahead. You got that now.
That is of the Malachim. And the building of the wall of it was of jasper.
Of what?
Of
I
jasper.
know they keep mentioning that Jasper again. Go ahead.
And the city was pure gold,
Go ahead.
like unto clear glass.
Mm-hmm.
And the foundation of the wall of the city were garnished with all manner of precious stones.
And what's the first foundation?
Jasper.
So the first foundation of the city is this Jasper. Go ahead. You just read the other stones just so you can hear them, because they're not the same stones that's in the other chapter.
The second sapphire. The third,
We'll deal with that. We're gonna come back to that Reuben and the pearl. Because y'all know you're talking about them gates with pearls on them, right? Everybody say I want to come to the pearly gates. A lot of them ain't gonna see them gates.
So sapphire is actually a Hebrew word.
Indeed. Go ahead.
and the third chalcedony, and the fourth emerald, and the fifth sardonyx, and the sixth sardius,
You say Darius got all of them in his watch too.
and the seventh chrysolite, and the eighth beryl, and the ninth topaz, and the 10th chrysophysis, and the 11th
May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please?
jacinth, and the
The
12th
library will
amethyst.
close in 30 minutes at 6
So when
o'clock.
we'll come back knowing that these stones are representative of the apostles, then we'll just find that out with those particular stones. Because you can see them stones are not the
The
same.
library will close
In Exodus and
at 6
Ezekiel are not the same.
Thank you.
Some of them are the same. But not all of them are the same. You heard that topaz, so you know it's telling you about the mouth that reveals the door, or the mouth that reveals the kingdom, or the word is what's gonna get you in. You ain't get, that's why you say, he say, I'm the door. And anybody try to get in any other way is a thief and a robber. You can't get in but by him. Go ahead.
It's saying the 12 gates were 12 pearls. Every several gate was
That's
one
good,
pearl.
that's good. So we see the first foundation is a jasper stone, right? And then one of the stones was jasper. Then it kept saying the city was a jasper. Same stone. And what is that dealing showing us that we'll be able to get in the kingdom? You gotta die.
It's the first stage.
You know what I'm saying? And then guess can be revealed unto you. Like we look at. Then he can show himself to you. See, look at that 1 John. Read that 1 John 3 and 5. We stop it right there. Just read that again. Listen to what he tell you, right? Because if you've been consumed, you'll cease from sin. That man shows you that he dead. Guess what you gonna do? You should stop him. 1 John 3 and 5. Go ahead.
And ye know that he was manifest to take away our sins, and in him is no sin. Whoever abideth in him sinneth not. Whosoever sinneth have not seen him, neither know
So
him.
you know when you allow the word to consume your flesh and to consume your sin, then he can reveal himself to you. Then you can see him and you can know him. Hallelujah for Yahushua.
Shabbat shalom, huh?